Oh, I like that. I don't think I've ever heard that song, Jim Norton.
Yes,
picked the song today.
Quite an old one.
Bob Marley, Concrete Jungle. That's how we get going on this Monday morning. Nice.
Yeah, I've been obsessively listening to that.
To Bob Marley in
Yeah.
general, or just that song?
A couple of songs off of that album.
Yeah, I love every song I hear from Bob Marley. I love. I don't really know a lot of his stuff though, except for the ones most people know. So
Yeah.
I don't go too deep with that band, but always like what I hear.
Yeah, I don't know why I got so into Bob Marley. I just like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just seems like such a lovely man.
You would do well in the tropics. You would do well in the Caribbean.
Yeah, I would enjoy
You
that.
need a nice little vacation down there.
I like watching him talk.
Bob Marley?
Yeah, I understand almost none of it because he was always high and he had a very heavy accent.
Yeah.
But I always enjoy, sometimes I'll just Google Bob Marley interviews.
Yeah.
And I'll just watch him talk and I'll pick out what I can.
What does he talk about?
I don't know. A lot about God and
Nice.
he was religious and he just wanted people uplifted. Just a nice man.
He likes to talk about the land.
Yeah, just healthy. He didn't talk about getting laid.
No.
No, or no gangster nonsense.
Did he like talking about reefer?
Yeah, but he, in the context of it being spiritual, I don't think he yapped about it.
Yeah.
I did, last night I did Doug's podcast. It was very fun.
Doug Benson.
Yeah, Doug loves movies.
Nice.
And, I walked in and the whole fucking dressing room smells like pot. Like, I think Doug talks about pot in a different way than.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Probably very different. Did he get a little contact buzz?
No, but it was a smell that took me back many years. I haven't smelled it that strong in a long time.
I love the smell of pot.
Yeah, it was nice.
I love the smell of pot, and like I said last week, the smell of cigarettes, even though I wasn't a big smoker, but it brings you back to a time, a more innocent time or something. I don't know. And some say you can't get a contact buzz.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever gotten one. I mean, I've heard you can, I've heard you can't.
I don't know what the real story is there. I would assume you can.
I don't know.
What happens after you exhale the smoke out of your lungs? It's still in the air for other people, no?
Yeah, but is it just the smell? I've heard you couldn't get one.
Or does it have to be a lot of smoke in the room to get a contact buzz?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Whatever.
I didn't smell smoke. I just smelled that they had been smoking.
Nice.
As I like to say, Chiba.
Chiba.
I like to bring the 1984 pot expressions forward.
Some good old Chiba.
Smoking Chiba. That was how they said it in the black neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I remember, some of the guys I would get high with at work. And they had all these weird names for pot.
That's a Tone Loc song, by the way.
Is it really?
Chiba Chiba.
What year is that? That's getting 1990. This is before then.
Probably in the 80s for the Tone Loc, right?
Yeah.
Did he make it out of the 80s?
I think he made it to 90.
He made it to 90 with another hit before people said, all right, we're done with you. Chiba Chiba.
89.
1989. Wow. Let me hear just a tiny bit of this, please.
It's so good.
I don't know if I know Chiba Chiba. Tone Loc.
I'd say, I'm going to guess his stuff doesn't hold up.
No.
Get it started.
Whenever they start with getting a party started, stop it. I hate when they talk about getting a party started.
I think if you got to talk about the party, it's not a great party.
No.
You just know you're in a really good party. You don't have to start talking about it, right?
Yeah, getting the party started.
Popping the bottles and stuff. Just do it. You don't have to talk about it.
I'm 47. I've fucking never gotten a party started.
Never, huh?
No. I've always waltzed into the middle of... That's how this song should start. Waltzed into the middle of a party, hung out, and then left.
Well, he's getting a party started. Let's hear a little more.
I've never done that.
Please.
Cess, that was a big...
Yeah.
Do you remember Cess? That was a big one in rap.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we're going to play more of this?
That's not good.
man.
It's not good.
Well, I'm curious how the party went, though. Anybody
I'm sure
else?
it went well.
You sure?
Yeah, probably a lot of music. I'll bet you the DJ's beats made the party. His rhymes made the fucking party.
So far, he's getting the party started. He's behind the curtain. He's smoking his weed. He parked his car. Let's see what else happens at the party.
Imagine there's a shooting.
Take a why that
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Chiba.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh.
Got the party started and ruined it with that chorus.
Yes, he did.
God damn it. I'm so into that.
And he's too high to enjoy the party. He's just laying on a couch somewhere, just staring at the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
How was everyone's Thanksgiving? We haven't been here in like 5 or 6 days, right?
That's right.
We had a nice little break there. It was nice.
It was ninice.
Yeah, it was needed. Relax a little.
It was needed. Just take some time and chill out. Eat some food.
I went to Bob Kelly's. I was going to go to my family's, but they wound up going to my sister's boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
So I was going to see my parents. For some reason, I thought that they weren't going, but they're like, no, we're all going. I could have went.
Yeah.
But I don't know his family. So I'm like, I'll just go to Bob's. It's closer. Well, I wanted to see my nephew. But it was good seeing Bob and seeing his wife.
Was there a lot of people up there, or was just...
No, it was me. It was Bobby, his wife,
Yeah.
and then Ryan Hamilton and myself. I know that Bob and Dawn think that we're gay, and we just came as a couple, because Ryan is single and so am I.
Wait, you brought Ryan Hamilton?
No, we just met up there. I didn't know he was going until I got there. But it looked like two couples.
But they feel like you guys might have been texting back and forth?
They're probably like, yeah, what time are you getting there, baby? Or I'll be there for snacks.
Who's Ryan Hamilton?
He's
I don't
a
know.
really funny comedian.
I don't know if I know him. Let me see a picture of him as we would talk about this.
He's from, I want to say Utah.
Okay.
And I think he was a Mormon.
Yeah.
He's clean as a comic. He's fucking hilarious.
Let's see, Ryan. Oh, I know the face.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, really good-natured.
I don't
Makes
know.
me sick.
I don't think I know a lot of his stuff, but I've definitely seen that face over the years.
He's
Okay.
He's a good-natured boy. Everyone likes him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with everyone liking you.
No, I know, but no one dislikes him. Even audiences all love him.
Yeah, that's
He's
good.
beloved by all.
He's beloved by
Yeah,
all.
I can't wait till he's caught in a scandal. some sort.
In this day and age, there's not many people beloved by all.
Yeah.
Not many whatsoever.
He is universally beloved.
He's on a very short list of beloved by all. I didn't do anything. I went to my brother's, Brett's, who owns F.H. Riley's. And, but his wife is like one of those cat ladies.
Oh, really?
So they have, he won't admit how many cats he has in the house. My other brother counted like 17, and then Brett was like, we don't have 17 cats. But my other brother was swearing that they have 17 cats.
Really?
But it might be at least 10. I think he'll cop to 10.
Is there like cat hair in the food?
No, they're very, very clean. Very clean house. They work hard to make sure the cats haven't taken over, and they stay pretty much in the basement. And my brother bought a huge monkey cage, basically. A huge monkey cage that he put behind his garage to put the cats, because he's had it.
Really?
Because he's not a cat person in general.
Outdoors?
Well, then
Kind of cruel.
Then he took part of his garage and cut it off. So there's an indoor part with a little tunnel that goes out to the cage.
He built him a whole habit trail?
Yes. This cage is as big as this room.
Really?
Easily. Well, maybe not. Pretty close to the size of this room. And then the inside part is about a third of this room.
But is it nice?
It's beautiful.
Okay.
I didn't get that fucking brain cell. I'm one of 5 boys. 2 of them got, my dad's handiwork. And they could build shit. And there's 3 of us that can't do shit. Can't do nothing. But he pretty much built his restaurant and everything else. But I'm definitely allergic to cats and dogs. Cats more than dogs. And he has 2 or 3 dogs as well. So as the day was going on, I'm just slowly but surely fucking fading fast.
Oh.
Fading fucking fast.
I bet he put that cage because he's going to let them all die out. And then, like, he wants to make sure that she can't sneak any more in. Like, if you do, it's in the cage and I'll see it.
In the cage.
And then
Well,
one dies, you take it out until there's just one cat with a great big fucking cage. And it dies and you do something else.
Well, they catch all the wild cats in the neighborhood. They're those type of people. They're just good people. They catch the cats, the strays, and then they get them fixed. And then a lot of times they keep them. So they're collecting cats over there. But besides that, it was a wonderful time.
You're going to see them on the local news with the cops just carrying
Hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah.
Well, you
Behind
gotta
the sofa.
You gotta think that's how it starts, though.
Yeah, definitely.
It starts with a huge cage in the backyard behind your garage, and then fast forward 5 years, and there's 200 to 300 cats just roaming free everywhere.
Yeah. Or it's going to end with somebody dying and the cat's eating the carcass.
Yeah, because in the end, the pets don't give a fuck
They
about
don't.
you. Someone sent me a story on Twitter about another one of these dog stories where the dog was eating the owner that died. The loving pet owner was now being gnawed and eaten by the pet. I got to find that on my Twitter. Get the details. Maybe you can find it. But they love their cats.
I want a small dog.
Really?
But when I move, I want to get a small dog that I can maybe travel with me. In true aging queen fashion, I'll have a small dog that I'll walk around. He's a little Pomeranian. But I was on a flight, the last flight that I went with when Kenny and I were coming home.
Yeah.
And there was a dog. Service animals, They have to stop calling every fucking time someone wants to bring their dog on a plane. It's not a service. He gets very afraid to fly, so the dog comforts him.
Yeah.
Fucking stop it. So do I.
He helps me with my OCD.
Exactly.
I thought a service dog was just for the blind people.
It is.
And now it's for other things that are wrong with
anything. If you have tension, it's just. But it's so. In fairness, they don't actually. I've never seen a dog have a problem on a plane.
Yeah.
But these people who probably could not conceive, they're pushing their dog in a baby stroller. And it was hanging his little dumb head out, peeking around. It's fucking. It was so cute. I wanted to scream.
Good.
I wanted to scream. It was so cute and hug it.
Yeah.
And he was letting people pet it, but he's got, the guy might have PTSD or something, but they let him hold on the flame. But Travis is shaking his head in true disgusted Travis fashion.
Yeah, because so many people take advantage of this situation now, and I know people who take advantage of it and say that they take advantage of it because it's so easy to get your dog, a service tag or a therapy tag because you can claim that
he comforts you.
Yeah, that he comforts you, and you need him in the supermarket when you're buying your groceries. And people just bring their dogs anywhere now, and they just think that it's okay.
It's not.
No, and it's not. And it's a shame because there's real service dogs and real therapy dogs that should be there.
Well,
but people are just too consumed with. I can't leave him at home. He gets anxiety.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Be a better parent.
And I reacted wrongly. Like I saw a service dog. I had a guy thrown out of the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
He was a blind man with a dog.
Yeah.
And I said, "Get out, you faker!" And I pushed him, thinking that he had eyesight.
Wow.
And he tripped over his cane and fell, and the dog whined. It was an ugly scene.
What'd the dog do?
I took full responsibility.
That's when the dog's supposed to jump into action, though. The dog should have bit your leg or something.
No.
for
The dog
doing
did
that.
not. The dog actually got behind the blind guy and looked at me like, "Go ahead, I'm here." And I pushed him over his own dog. They don't like when you pet their dogs. No. They don't seem to want you to fuck with the dogs that much.
What, the service dogs?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to. He's working.
Yeah, you can't.
He's working.
Some of them have a little sign saying, don't pet me.
Yeah, most of them say, do not, pet me, I'm working.
Yeah, but the guy's blind.
He's not going to know.
How's he going to know?
I think a dog wants to be pet all the time.
They always want to be
Even if
petted.
it's a service dog, it wants a little tussle on the head, right?
But doesn't this bother you if you're blind? This would bother me if I was blind. Like I had
Everything
a
would bother me if I was blind.
Yes, that's true.
I just want to make that perfectly clear. That fucking freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah, that would bother
God bless the people that have figured it out. You see them because you see them in New York and they get around. I'm like, how are you doing this?
Yeah, museums have to be a bummer. Yeah. Why is everybody oohing and eyeing? It's a painting. But it's when your dog lays down in the street and it gets cigarette butts on it. Oh. Like I would hate to think of it. Like you're petting your dog at night and you're knocking cigarette butts out of it. That would drive me fucking crazy.
But I think the dog would figure it out.
No, he wouldn't.
It licks its own asshole. I think it can lick the cigarette butts off its fur.
Oh, it would drive me crazy. I would have to see them.
Yeah.
I know that's ironic. Some of the things I've had on my chest, but that just bothers me.
Just the helpless feeling of a blind person when you're at a corner and you hear anybody around? Anybody around? And you turn and you see someone's blind and they need, a little help across the street.
Yeah.
Oh,
they say it's better than being deaf, though. They say being deaf, you're cut off from everything.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing.
I don't know. I'd miss music.
You don't have to hear all the shitty things being said about you. That'd be nice.
No, that's true.
That'd be nice.
I would miss the sound, though, of a girl tweedling my nipples saying, he was a better fuck than you. I'm a cuck.
Well, you're going to have to learn some sign language for that.
Being blind would be awful, but I think it's better than being deaf.
Well, God bless the people that figured it out, because some of these people you see, and they're like, they're not being held back by it.
I don't know how the fuck they get out. They make it to the subway. They get on the train, knocking their stick all over. I have no idea how they function on a daily basis. It really is amazing to watch.
It absolutely is.
And I always try to help them if I can.
Yeah. What do you do?
No, I've never helped them. I just went to sound compassionate, and I realized I was lying.
You just give them wrong directions.
Yeah, right there. I send down the wrong subway.
Well, you have a nice moment with them as you're getting them across the street, and then you almost feel like you should just follow them for a while and continue the conversation.
Yeah, but I end it in mid-thing. They're like, I'm like, I'm done with you. Feel the curb.
Well, they usually say it. Thank you. I'm good from here.
I put them on the express train when they're looking for the local. Yeah, good luck finding your stop. That's what you get for fucking bumbling around, hitting me with that stick.
Jesus.
Fucking straighten them right out. That stick must get dragged through dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, God bless them. 3 times they probably tap. Tick, 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 tick. And you just hear the squish. Tick, 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 tick. Fuck that.
Well, that's because the assholes that let their dogs just shit on the sidewalk. You got to remember, we talked to the rest of the country. Here in New York City, these dog owners let them just take shits in the middle of the sidewalk, and then they grab it with a plastic bag and smear it, because they can't get the whole thing if it's a little soft. It just smears across the sidewalk, and then you can't avoid it. You're walking in dog shit all the time here in New York.
How about you lay a fucking bag, like when the dumb animal goes to squat, how about you throw a fucking piece of cardboard under there and say, shit here?
That's really smart.
It's been driving me nuts for years. Yeah. You see where he's gonna shit. Once the log starts, drop something under him.
A paper towel or something.
Yeah,
anything.
shit on this, you fuck.
Why haven't we ever seen that? That's really smart.
That is smart.
I don't get it.
Because they don't give a fuck. They think they're the only person walking the sidewalk.
I want a little wee-wee pad for a dog. That's what I want to get. Like a little small dog that yelps and uses a wee-wee pad.
Well, there's...
So if I'm on YouPorn, and I hear him yapping, he can just go use the wee-wee pad. Travis is shaking his head, no.
So you want the worst dog possible.
Was that a bad dog?
You want a dog that yelps and goes to the bathroom inside your house?
A wee-wee pad, though. Not when I'm dropping logs on the fucking, will be undoubtedly a new rug.
That'd be nice.
No.
That'd be nice.
Breaking his little ribs.
A wee-wee pad. The new dog, I think, we were just looking at it over the weekend, is a mini bulldog. They're really expensive, and supposedly the breeders are handing them out to the celebrities to try to get this trend. A toy bulldog?
It's very fucking cute.
A shrinkable something. Oh, what the fuck was the name of it? It might be the toy bulldog.
I think it's a toy bulldog.
They hand them out? Hi, can I have one?
They're supposedly handing them out to celebrities.
Jim.
But
Jimmy's a celebrity.
I'm a celebrity. I just may not be on the A-list.
About the blind guys, at crosswalks they have those bumpy patches. That's so the blind folk know they're reaching an intersection.
I'm trying to have those removed from
that.
the city. Because the rest of us are being inconvenienced by bumpy patches. I hate them. They ruin the smoothness of my walk.
And we only took care of the handicapped
like recently,
like maybe less than 10 years ago with the bumpy patches and the curbs that actually go down so you could get a wheelchair across the street.
What about the beeping crossing signs?
I don't come across those really in New York.
Yeah, they barely have them in the city.
Yeah, I don't know of an intersection that has one of those.
Is that right?
Yeah, maybe in the suburbs or something.
Yeah.
Here's the story that someone tweeted me over the weekend. Arkansas dog hoarder found dead in home, eaten by own pets.
He probably died and they had nothing to eat, so they just start chewing on him. That's giving yourself to your pets. That's a good guy.
In Arkansas, a dog hoarder's love of her pets ended up creating a far bigger problem when authorities found the canine eating her body after her sudden death. That's not a problem if you're dead, right?
No, they probably didn't eat her to death. She probably just dropped dead, and they had no tender victuals. And they're like, all right, well, you fucking. They probably nudged her for a couple days.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you old bag of meat, let's go. And nothing came. And they're like, fuck it, let's just eat her.
What part do you think the dog went for?
Right for the heel, or the calf.
Probably the calf.
By the foot. They see that all the time. The face, they probably felt a little weird. That's what they would lick.
Maybe the soft belly.
Maybe
the soft belly they went, not the elbow. That'd be gross.
Yeah, that's like the scrotum of the arm.
Old lady arms, that's gross.
I bet you one of them took a bite and the other ones were like, fuck, she's not yelling at it.
This is a feast.
Yeah, the first one that dug in probably got the best.
Kind of a horror situation, home and said they found as many as 50 malnourished and aggressive dogs on the property. God, I hope my brother doesn't become this person. I think he's trying to control it over there, though.
Where's the toy bulldogs?
We showed you.
No, but I want to see. Are they made like Travis's poor dog? Like those French bulldogs are kind of man-made, aren't they? So they don't breathe properly.
Yes.
I feel bad for them.
Any bull breed is like that. So yeah, a toy bulldog would be the exact same way.
They say it's cruel, but I bet you the French bulldog's not thinking that. They're thinking, fuck, I get to live a life. I'll take living a life with breathing problems over not living ever.
But are bulldogs a created breed?
I mean, 100 years ago they were created.
Yes.
I didn't know that. By what? Combining what?
I don't recall.
Well, you weren't that old. I mean, have you read about it?
No. I have, but I've forgotten. I forget a lot.
A lot of breeds were made by us.
But they have terrible sinuses. We should kind of ease them out.
Well, they're all the rage now.
I know, but I feel bad for them. Like, we made something that breathes like Jim Norton.
I feel bad for him, too.
Little apnea dogs.
It only gets worse with age.
Always tired.
One of my family members had a bulldog. It was a wonderful dog.
They're wonderful dogs. Yeah, but they can't breathe right. I feel bad for them.
It had to pretty much sit down after 10 feet of walking, but it enjoyed its life. It had a nice, wonderful life.
I want a dog that breathes freely.
Yeah.
then you don't want a toy bulldog.
And you're probably right. I would like it when it was really young and small and breathing fun.
And these are probably just like those toy pigs that like half of them end up growing up to be like giant pigs because nobody knows what a toy pig is or a regular pig.
What's the difference between a toy pig and a regular pig?
You know those teacup pigs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they're
those
adorable.
things.
Okay.
Those videos are adorable on YouTube.
Yeah, and then look at the other 50% of the stories where it turns out that they weren't toy teacup pigs, and these people are now dealing with giant regular pigs in the house.
Oh no! Nice. Imagine that you're growing your own breakfast in the house.
That's wonderful.
I could live with that. Who's your pig? Well, good news is he's delicious. Bad news is we thought he was going to be a little fella.
Oh,
I had to hit him with a bat and eat him.
oh my God, what a dark day that would be to kill your fucking pet pig.
First time I
for
saw him
breakfast.
rooting around in my underwear drawer. I'm like,
Oh my God.
kill this thing.
You know, he hasn't stopped growing.
Yeah, I wonder at what point you realize, oh no, we've made an
Oh,
error.
nerds? You got to go with an oh, nerds.
Oh,
for that
nerds.
one. Oh, nerds.
He's eating the baby's fingers.
I'm starting to think it's now 200 pounds. I'm starting to think this wasn't a toy pig when I got it.
How big are these toy bulldogs get? I want to hold one.
They're tiny. I think this is the breed we were looking at over the weekend.
I just can't
think.
handle loving something that's going to die. Like one of Bob's dogs is sick and it's just depressing. You know, he's 15. It's fucking old.
Yeah, it's
But I'm like,
horrible.
oh, it's just so depressing. A little fucking little.
Isn't that the one you love too?
I like both of them, but yeah, this one is the one I was closer to, and he's just like he's dying. It's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
fucking miserable.
I wanted to talk about putting the paper towel under the dog's ass. I tried it one time and it was terrible.
What happened? The dog probably shit on his knuckle. Like he didn't make it in time, and the back of his thumb got fucking nervous dog because the dog thought his asshole was being pinched out. Why am I being so dirty?
I don't know. Leslie, go
Monday.
ahead. Leslie.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
A couple of years ago, I was watching a friend Chihuahua, and so I came up with the idea of, when I was going to pick it up, but I was going to say, I'll wrap it up in paper towels.
Sure.
So I put the dog squatted to take shit, so I slipped the paper towel under there. The dog turned its head around like I just shoved something up its ass, and looked at the paper towel, turned around, and started shitting someplace else. So then I moved to put the paper towel to where it started to shit, and it did the same thing. So for like 10 minutes, I'm doing the shit circle dance with this dog, and it ended up just shitting all over, like in a circle, all over the place. So I'm like, well, that didn't work very well, did it? Because then I had shit to clean up. I had shit on my hands. I stepped in the shit. I just wanted to drop kick that Chihuahua into Kingdom Come. I swear to God.
I don't understand these dog owners in New York City. Like, I loved dogs growing up, even though, like I said, I've been allergic to fucking pets my whole life. But they thought I just had asthma when I was growing up. Then I had to figure it out as an adult that I'm actually allergic to these damn things. But I loved my dogs. But with that said, we had a nice big backyard. We let it out, and that was it. We didn't even clean up the dog poo that was in the yard. We would let the sun just dry it out, and it would finally flake and go back into the ground. But these people that walk around New York City with their dogs picking up their poo, I don't know why. Why would you want a dog in New York City?
They're probably have fun little companions. You get lonely.
I guess, and then you put the bag on, the little sandwich bag, and then you're just picking up a hot, loaded shit.
Hey, do your hands stink after that?
What, the bag?
Yeah.
No.
I'm always thinking the smell would go through the hand.
No.
I would rather put on the gloves of paramedics, because I'm like, if it'll stop AIDS blood, I could probably pick up a log with it.
I got a friend, he's an entrepreneur, he came up with the Schmitty. It's a glove that you put on instead of those plastic bags. He's doing very well with it, too.
Well, right, the glove, yeah, but what's the difference between that and a Schmitty?
It's a little more to it, I guess.
Oh, no, it's like a catcher's mitt. It's made of leather. You have to wash it.
Yeah, I would have to go to the website
You just put it in with your clothes.
Completely. He's selling the Schmitty all over the fucking place, so he's doing very well.
Oh, so
I wish I got a piece of the action.
That sounds like a sexual term.
The Schmitty?
I gave her a Schmitty. What was that? I shit on her chest and scooped it off with a fucking glove.
Thank you, Leslie, wherever you are. You good?
Yes, I'm good. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
How was your Thanksgiving? Was it good?
It was very nice. I saw very little of my family, so it was a great day.
You know, that's not a bad thing.
Did you see that weird law they're trying to pass about
Thanks,
on Thanksgiving, where if someone says Turkey Day, you're allowed to paralyze them with a bat? Little joke I made.
I like it.
Thank you.
How many times did you hear the word moist during your Thanksgiving day?
None, because I was with a girl.
People love talking about how moist the turkey is. And there are a lot of people that don't like that word moist.
I ate so much on Thanksgiving. It actually reminded me I don't like eating like that because I didn't feel great when I was done. Not even crazy, just a couple pieces of cake. Like nothing out of the Thanksgiving norm.
Yeah.
Bob's wife can fucking cook, man. God damn it.
That's dangerous for Bob.
Yeah.
Not so dangerous for you because you only do it once in a while.
I just shoot up there and I'm fucking, I'm like the Randy Quaid character, cousin. I just come in, I annoy everyone, and I leave.
From
everything he's ever done. He's always that one weird.
Right. Okay, I was gonna pick a movie or two. You know those pies that the Cake Boss got us?
Yes, I do.
What was that? The Tuesday before we got out of
they
here?
were so lovely.
I avoided those fucking pies during the entire morning show. They were just laying around. You guys were partaking, and I'm just doing everything I can not to eat the fucking pie.
Yeah.
And then I made the mistake. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to bring a couple of these Cake Boss pies to my brother's house. And so I brought a couple home. I ate pretty much, the crumb cake one?
Yes,
the
I
apple
do.
crumb cake?
That was lovely.
I ate the whole fucking thing.
You had some?
Before you went
I
to...
ate half of one for breakfast.
That's exactly what I did.
But how do you not put any weight on? I
do.
Travis, I hope Travis either has cancer or winds up just getting really fat someday because he eats whatever he...
hope he gets...
I'm just really unhealthy inside.
Oh, all right. You're just dying inside.
Probably, yeah.
But he's put on weight. He just started out at a really nice low number.
I weighed 120 when I started here. I'm like 150 now.
Are you 30 pounds heavier?
Yeah, but
You
he's
don't look
Probably.
heavier.
Yeah, no.
He's all muscle.
He started
Yeah.
at a tiny weight, though.
Yeah, I was
120 is a
super
tiny
tiny.
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So now you look just normal.
Yeah, I've grown into my body.
You sort of have. You're becoming a little man in front of us.
But those apple crumb cakes are delicious.
I avoided it, and then I got it home, and I'm like, let me just take a little sliver. And then that little sliver, fast forward, was pretty much the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, you're sitting on the toilet eating cake.
Right, so that one didn't make it to my brother's house. Like, fuck. Can't help yourself, right?
No.
Anyway, well, where were we? The Bulldogs.
Toy bulldog. I want to know how big
yeah,
they
yeah.
get.
A male is 25 to 40 pounds. Male
Oh,
toy
that's
bulldog.
big.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a medium-sized bulldog.
Yeah, it's not a toy. I want like a 1 pound dog.
No, this.
An average bulldog's about 60 to 70 pounds.
I don't know if we got the right breed. I'm telling you, I think these were a lot smaller, and they just
I've
don't.
never heard of a toy bulldog.
Yeah, I don't think it was called a toy bulldog. I just can't remember the name. I have to wait for someone to wake up, and I'll find out exactly.
There's a photo
the
of a
name
little
it.
girl with a bunch of bulldogs, and she looks like a little yoga child.
Yeah. No.
She's all dressed. She's dressed like Mum and Sean's, wearing all black.
These dogs are something like, if I remember correctly, $30,000-$40,000.
What?
And there was an article that they're handing them out to the celebrities to try to get them trending as a hot dog, and then they will start making their money.
I should get one. I'm fucking huge on Instagram.
So it's not a toy bulldog. It's something else. I'll find the name.
What is it? A little baby bull? How
I
about?
can't remember. I mean, what happens is you talk about this shit, and then you come in here, and all of a sudden you start talking about it and thinking, no, I wasn't going to bring this up on the show, but then it's part of the conversation or whatever.
Do you know yesterday?
I got to start writing this shit down. Just
Yesterday
in case
was
we go to it.
4 years since Patrice died. I was going to tweet a photo, and I'm looking through my photos, and I couldn't find one that I haven't tweeted, and I just went into Doug's podcast, and I forgot. But fucking 4 years, man.
Yeah, a lot of people reached out yesterday all over Twitter, giving Patrice some love. That was cool to see. I can't believe it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yuck.
Yeah. It's always depressing. I never remember dates or anniversaries of stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then people remind you, like, oh boy.
Yeah, I knew it was around this time.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was the exact day until I turned on the old Twitter and saw, the love coming.
I always
for
remember
Patrice.
my memory of that whole thing is the phone call from Bob. More than him dying. 'Cause by the time he died, I was relieved that he was dead because I knew he wasn't going to get better. So I was happy. Like, not, happy, but like,
Right.
okay, he's not dealing with this anymore.
Right.
But to me, it was the initial phone call from Bobby that was fucking,
Right.
just terrible.
Yeah, just it's horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible.
But I did see Vaughn last week. I did the interview for his documentary, and they had Voss, and they had. I think I talked about that last week. How I was so depressed after it. I was
Oh,
so
really? No, you didn't
fucking
tell us
depressed
that.
after it. It was just sad. And then I was on my way to do something. I think it was Tuesday afternoon. I was very, very depressed.
Right.
And then Colin just texted me and started bashing Voss's interview, and it made me laugh so fucking hard. I was just sitting on the train giggling at Colin's bashing of Rich Voss.
You guys sat around and watched each other get interviewed?
No, I guess Rich was after me, and I guess Colin got there.
And saw the end of the Voss interview.
Yeah. And
what was he saying about it?
just mocking things that Rich said. What an idiot he was. It This made me laugh. It was exactly what I needed on such a miserable day.
It got you through it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because it was very heavy leaving there.
Yeah.
It's like you never intended to be. I'm it's like whenever you do one of those interviews, it's like always, it's like I'm doing it, and like half the questions I'm answering or Yvonne is asking me to, like along with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not just a random interview that you do.
Sure.
Those
Actual questions. Yeah.
Those are a little easier because, you're not sitting in the room with people who know him.
Right.
It's usually just some podcaster and easier.
I still got to do mine.
You should do it, yeah.
No, I'm definitely doing it.
And you should do Doug's. He wants you to do it. That was I did it with Sam and Ron and Esther Ku. Yes, me, Ron, Esther Ku, and Sam.
Fuck me, because I'll tell you what happened. Me and Doug talk a lot, and he invited me to do it with you, and I'm like, me and Jimmy do radio all the time together. I'm like, no, I'll do it. I didn't know it was going to be Sam, you, and Ron. Then fuck, I should have done it.
Yeah.
I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I felt like let Jimmy do the podcast alone. We see each other.
Oh, I don't care.
See each other. No, I was just thinking nothing behind it really. But now that I know it was all you guys, that was stupid. I said no.
It was fun, man.
Because
he's a good host.
He did invite me.
He's got an original. I had never heard it, and I didn't know exactly what he did, and the way he plays these little silly games about movies and stuff, but he puts work into it, and it's really good.
Yeah, he does okay with those podcasts.
Yeah, I was I enjoyed it a lot, and his audience is really nice.
You got to do the pot one.
I can't because I don't smoke. I don't want him to have to change it just to suit me.
No, you just that would be the funny angle that you're the only one not stoned on stage because they get really fucking ripped.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Have you seen any of the videos?
I have not.
They're laying on the floor and all sorts of shit. It gets hilarious in a really creepy, strange way.
I don't need that because I'm sure it looks attractive and fun. It's like It's like if you're trying to quit jerking off and we're gonna sit around and watch them watch porn.
Right.
Like I'll.
That would be a hilarious angle though. That you're the only one not stoned because they don't just take a little I talk about every once in a while. The baby hit. They're all in.
Yeah.
They get fucked up.
Yeah, he's built a little cottage industry out of marijuana, that damn Doug.
Yeah.
But it was very, very fun to do. 90 minutes flew by. Sam was great. Ron, of course, was great. Esther was hilarious.
Yeah.
Just, he's got fans that they show up, they bring these cards, like they make up their own movie posters.
Right.
And you play for them. Like, you have to look in the audience and they all hold up these really cool. Like, the one I picked was this girl who had they're like wordplay things.
Yeah.
Like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Jess, and it was, her name was Jess. And there was one called Gary Movie, and that was the one Ron picked instead of Scary Movie, and they make their own posters. It's like all these creative people.
Well, what do you do after you pick out their poster?
You're playing for them, and whoever wins, their person gets the gift bag that you bring shit for the gift bag.
Right.
I brought one of my audio happy endings. Esther brought a couple of like a copy of Pee-wee's Playhouse and one of her shirts, and Ron brought nothing. And
why did he bring?
I think he just forgot. He's just Ron. He walks in with a half a cigar, and he's like, "Where do I go?" And he was just funny. And Sam brought a copy of Al Roker's book and something else. It was just very, very enjoyable.
I look forward to doing it. I'm stupid. I didn't know all you guys were doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bogart on your time.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
let Jimmy do the thing.
It was funny we were doing it. I felt like he was just getting all the serious people out of the way. Like, all right, let me dot these I's and cross these T's. You're from Sirius. And
right.
But it was quite. Sam had done it before, so he knew.
We'll get Doug Benson back on the show down the road. Did you see the Marlon Brando movie?
I watched. I would say about half of it, and I had to go do something. And then when I got home, I wanted to watch the rest of it, but I began watching something from one of our upcoming guests that I love, and I can't believe how much I love it. So what I saw of Brando, I enjoyed a lot.
What were you watching?
Adam Pally's movie, Night Owls, or Night Owl.
Yeah,
it's Night Owls. I can't believe how much I like this movie.
Oh fuck! All right, that's later on this week, right? I think he's in
Or
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh,
he's in Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I got to watch that movie before he gets in here. There was what was the name of the director that was on our doc show? I forgot her name.
Was it Andy?
Orson
Welles.
Andy Timoner?
Andy, who did Russell Brand's movie that Russell Brand decided he didn't want to promote. I don't know. He didn't like some of the footage that was in there or something, or it was too personal. So he completely blew off promoting his own documentary that was made about him, and the damn movie was really fucking good. But no one saw it because without Russell Brand behind it, they just didn't have a machine to push the movie, unfortunately. So she kind of got fucked in the end. And she really knows how to make a documentary. She did We Live in Public. And the Dandy Warhol movie,
Dig?
Dig, yeah. Some people say it's one of the better rock documentaries ever made. It makes a lot of lists. Anyway, we had her in talking about the Russell Brand movie, and then we asked her about docs that she really likes. And she said, you got to see Listen to Me, Marlon. And I finally did. And then people were tweeting me. They're like, where do you find... You were tweeting me, texting, because I told you about the movie, and then you texted me back. People were tweeting and texting. They didn't know how to find this movie.
Showtime on demand. I just wasn't sure if it was Netflix or Amazon.
Yeah.
It was Showtime on demand.
Yeah, it's been on Showtime like all month.
Yeah, because then Coke Logic asked me. I'm like, Coke Logic knows his way around a fucking cable system. I was surprised he asked me, but it's there, and it's amazing. It turns out Marlon Brando recorded pretty much everything, all his phone calls, his therapy sessions, and they took all his audio tapes and they made a documentary out of it. It was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, the most fascinating part, and again, I didn't see all of it. I saw maybe 40%. I'll watch the rest of it today. He talked a lot about Stella Adler, who taught him acting, she was,
she changed the world as we know it as far as movies go.
She was an amazing acting teacher. But it was when he said, I finally saw On the Waterfront. I was embarrassed by my performance.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
So he was embarrassed by what he did On the Waterfront, which is it's such an amazing job of acting.
I think he said something like, I had better performances than that one.
It's funny to hear him say that to the film he won the Oscar.
Of course. But,
see, that's why I feel like when I look at my own Furry Vengeance performance, and I wasn't keen on it, I now understand why. It was Brando-esque.
So Brando did self-hypnosis?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Maybe he just talked himself into a coma. Boy, did he love to talk, old Marlon.
I thought that was a therapist in that part of the film.
I don't know, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I know, I see it. It says a documentary made entirely out of Marlon Brando's own words from recordings, confessionals, and self-hypnosis. That part of the movie, because his voice is very different, because I guess, he's very monotone because he's getting into a meditative state. I just thought that was another guy. I thought that was a therapist.
That's very strange. I've never even heard of self-hypnosis.
Listen to Me, Marlon is an amazing film, and you realize he didn't give a fuck about his fame. He's another one of these guys that didn't give a fuck about his fame. It's the ones that don't give a fuck about their fame are the ones that are really, really talented.
And he probably got to that point, too, because at first I'm sure he did. He played the game right, he did the movies, he showed up to the Oscars, he was charming.
Yes.
But I think after a while, when you're the best and no one challenges what you do as far as being as good as you, it probably gets boring after a while.
And he was part of that whole civil rights movement. Did you see that part of the film?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
I didn't realize he was pretty close to Mr. King. And,
I didn't know
and was
either.
right in there when all that stuff was going down in the 60s. And he was marching and stuff, and there's white people behind him calling him a nigger-loving creep or something like that. It's in the film. They're interviewing Marlon Brando is doing one of these marches, and there's a guy right behind him with this sign just following him. He put his fucking ass on the line for the cause, and then he went after Hollywood as far as how they portrayed American Indians in films. And they had a little montage in the film, all the shitty things we've done to Indians in films. You forget. They were just all considered, dare I say, savages, and they were killing them in all these fucking movies, and they were not looked at as good people. And that's what turned Marlon Brando around as far as Hollywood goes. He's like, fuck this, and that's why he didn't accept the Oscar and had what's her name come up, little feather, little something.
I forget what her real name is.
Right, but he didn't accept his own Oscar. Actually, he did not accept it at all. Where is that Oscar?
I would love to know. I wonder if his family has it.
You think?
I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking yesterday of Brando in the shower. He was 47 when he did The Godfather, I believe. I think he was born in 24. That was 71. Mm-hmm. So is that 47? I'm 47. Yeah. He was doing The Godfather at my age.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
How do you portray such an older...
Yeah, because he wasn't that old yet. I mean, they had some behind-the-scenes footage, and you see him sort of out of makeup and stuff, and you realize, oh, you're still relatively young.
Yeah, I guess he dyed the hair a little bit and put the stuff in. A little bit of makeup, I guess, did it, but...
And then he went after Coppola, as far as Apocalypse Now goes. That's in the film.
I didn't see that yet.
This Listen to Me, Marlon is a great film.
But he seems
Really.
like a bit of an ass, though, because Coppola really did. I know the studios didn't want Brando for Godfather, and it was like, you know what, man? He took you kind of when you weren't doing anything. You were already Brando, but you were difficult. Nobody wanted to fucking deal with you.
Yeah.
And then he hands you this, and again, Brando made it a masterpiece, but it was brilliantly directed, brilliantly written.
Well, Coppola's main problem was that Marlon Brando showed up on set overweight. And
For Apocalypse Now, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why they started shooting in the shadows and stuff. And then Marlon Brando basically said that was my way of really pushing this character forward. So who do you believe?
I believe Coppola, because Coppola said that he didn't want to shoot him in the shadows, that he wanted to make it look like he had lived a life of indulgence or a life of, and then Brando wouldn't let him.
Yeah. But the shooting him in the shadows was just amazing.
It was amazing.
It turned out to be an amazing performance.
Because when you look at it, like Brando, they said he couldn't stop eating. He just turned into this giant fatso.
Right.
He never wanted to be filmed being that fat. So yeah, I tend to believe Coppola. But I have to see Brando talk about it.
You gotta see the rest of this film. It was I loved it. I love documentaries, but this one was just terrific.
I saw Matthew Broderick in the bathroom here last week.
Yeah.
Doing something. And I would love to interview him, because I would love to ask him about, because
the freshman?
Yeah, he got to act with him.
I don't know if I did see that movie, but I don't remember anything about it. It's one of those movies I saw so many years ago and never saw it again. Was it a good movie?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in many years. I remember liking it.
The 25th anniversary of that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
Yeah, because now I want to go down a Marlon Brando rabbit hole and just start watching a whole bunch of Marlon Brando films. But he talked about the actors that came before him, and he's like, you just knew what you were getting on screen.
Every time he said you knew how they were going to deliver it.
And
Yeah.
he was explaining how they were just cereals. Like, you know what you get when you got like shredded wheat or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just shredded wheat. And because of Stella, he changed the acting world as we know it. She was really the one, but he was the first big star to actually, do it.
Yeah, and it was so interesting to hear him talk about, because actors are so flaky with this, getting the emotion. But they show a scene from A Streetcar Named Desire where he's sitting there and he fucking pounds the table really hard. And it's a great moment, but he's talking about remembering his father hitting his mother.
Yes.
And you have to recall these things on a spring, like a coil on a spring.
Yes.
So great.
Yeah, another really famous person that had a shitty fucking upbringing.
Yeah.
Both parents were alcoholics. The father seemed like he was a nasty, nasty guy. Yep. Did you see the one where they brought the father down to interview? Marlon Brando was doing an interview. It was black and white, so Marlon was relatively young in his career. And then they brought the father on set to join the interview. They got some great footage. A lot of footage I've never seen before. And you could tell the father was just a dick. And the father was saying something, and then Marlon's like, jokingly said, well, I could take him now, so it doesn't really matter. I could take him with one arm or something like that. But it didn't look like they had the greatest relationship,
right.
which helped Marlon as far as profession goes.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine if he had a good father, he would have pounded that table and the forks wouldn't have flown off.
Right.
Thank God for them batting the mother around. Look what you got out of it.
Well, the mom just was the town drunk. She was never home and stuff. That was the big problem there. Marlon was like, where's mommy?
I had lovely parents. I don't know why I said that. Just stopped everything. I thought I had a funny.
I was waiting for.
I had a follow-up idea.
Or something.
I thought something was coming after it, and I just said that, and I realized no, there's no semicolon. That was just a period.
Yeah. All right. But it's called Listen to Me, Marlon, and it's on Showtime On Demand.
Oh, Showtime On Demand, yeah.
It's worth checking out. The footage they put together with the audio that Marlon recorded over the years was really, really terrific. So
I have to get into Fargo. I started watching Fargo. I watched the first episode and I didn't love it.
Of the second season?
Yeah, but again, even Travis yelled at me before and said I'm wrong. It was a shitty opinion. Eric said that, so I'm like, I will actually.
Everyone's
Everyone's
rating and saying it's the best show on TV.
That's why I'm going to give it another episode.
I got the first.
Just watch all of them.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you need to be corrected.
I watched the brand new American Horror Story, the start of it. It was good with Lady Gaga.
I hear good things. I don't watch that series, but I hear good things. I think she's in the next one, too.
Yeah.
I think they renewed it for another season, and she's going to do it.
I've only watched one episode, but her first scene is walking with this guy. I guess they play like blood-eating people from a hotel. Ooh. And she's walking, and there's a great song playing behind her, and I can't remember the name of the song. But it was such a great well shot scene.
Nice.
That's nothing to that story.
I've heard she's very good in it.
Yeah, but again, I've only seen a little bit. She's sexy.
She's a very talented lady.
I really want to eat her ass.
I know you do, Jimmy.
A lot.
Get right in there, right?
Yeah, I'm really very attracted to her.
Yeah.
Well, now that she knows that you like her show, maybe that's going to lead to something.
I don't think so.
No?
She's dating a hunky actor.
Oh.
Well, you never know, though.
No.
Any actor who's in a show with the word Chicago in the title, Chicago Hope, I think. But if it has Chicago in it, I have no shot of fucking his girlfriend. Because he's dreamy. Chicago 911. Ooh, he plays the hunky doctor. I have zero shot. That's right. That's the conclusion I come to. Jim Norton realizes he won't be able to fuck Lady Gaga. It's a great moment for us.
Give her a few years, get her career on the downside, and then you maybe have a shot.
Her career couldn't go poorly enough for her to want to fuck me.
You don't think so?
No. By the time, no, she couldn't.
What if it goes Charlie Sheen bad?
Maybe if she gets AIDS, I have a shot. But I mean, let's be honest. I couldn't even fuck. Who was the old actress that had her leg pulled off? Zsa Zsa Gabor. I still can't fuck. She won't even fuck me, and she's got one leg, I think.
I think Zsa Zsa's down to pretty much just a head.
Oh,
I think they've taken a lot of body parts off her.
Yeah.
I'm amazed she's still alive. She's got to be close to 100.
Yeah, she's 2 tits and a charm bracelet, and I still can't get in there.
Sometimes I'm a bad boy, that guy, right?
Yeah, Prince something, right?
That story's now really old. She's 98 years old, still alive. 98. Zsa Zsa. Wow. It's called Shrinkable. I got the answer. It's not a toy bull. Those dogs I was telling you about.
Shrinkable?
Shrinkables.com. Shrinkables.com. These are becoming the rage, and they're trying to...
That's where we were.
It was.
Shit dip.
Huh. It was, huh?
Yep.
But you were telling me those get pretty big.
Yeah.
25 to 40 pounds, you said?
That's what it said.
All right, fair enough. I thought I had a different name for it, but no.
They must be all scrunched together, because bulldogs are always scrunchy. They slobber.
Yeah, there's a little slobbering that goes on.
They're a fucking mess.
You got to wipe their ass too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
My
You have
brother.
to wipe a dog's ass?
Yeah, man. My brother-in-law had a wonderful dog. His name was Reagan, and they had to wipe his ass all the time.
You have a
They had
dog.
to get in there and clean it out.
Bulldog assholes are always wide open and presentable, aren't they?
Yeah, but
they're not hidden.
They can't lick their own assholes. That's another problem with the bulldogs. So you got to get in there.
So basically, we've constructed a dog that can't breathe, and it needs you to wipe its shitter. What a dumb fucking thing.
Pretty
People. Why
much.
don't people
It's like
say
an old person.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Grandpa.
Yeah. You've built a fucking senior citizen. Perfect.
Pretty much. Yeah, because those, most dogs get right in there. They're not shy to lick their own assholes in front of you.
Nature knows better. That's why nature makes things that can breathe and clean their own assholes.
Yeah.
But this one, you have to leave it a stick so it can put the stick in its mouth and breathe, and not die. Excuse me.
We should head toward our first break. We got Esther Ku today. We got Jane Lynch coming in to say hi. I don't think she's ever done the show.
No, and Reverend Run.
And Rev Run. I don't know if we've ever had Rev Run.
No, but I like him. I don't know why I said that. Obviously, I like him. He's here.
Yeah, what is he promoting?
His rap group.
Is he promoting the rap group?
No, I'm guessing he has a new show. He's always got some fucking show.
He's got a
TV.
new show on the Travel
On
Channel
the Travel Channel.
What kind of show is it this time around?
called Rev Runs Around the World.
All right. I like
Him and his
this.
family doing travel stuff.
I sort of liked his reality show for a while. I was watching for a bit.
Run's House.
Run's
Yeah,
House.
I watched Run's House
It's a
for a
big
little
show.
bit. It was a big hit.
I loved it, but every episode ended with him in the tub.
Yeah, but he was giving you some philosophy on life.
But why does he have to be in the tub? Like, he could be anywhere else. The guy's in the tub at the end of every episode.
I respect a guy that could fucking take a tub.
All right.
See? And he films it on TV. Look, he don't give a fuck.
No.
I don't like taking baths.
I like a good bad.
But look, that's a picture of him. He's got his BlackBerry where he types out his message.
Well,
and he's in the tub.
He's chilling out. He's got a couple philosophy books. He's got some candles. He goes all in, too, with the bubbles. Good
Yeah, he has
for
bubbles.
Ron.
You gotta treat yourself.
You got to treat yourself. Got to make that. You got to make the bath water extremely hot, too. Extremely hot. I pop out. I look like a lobster. I'm very, very red from my baths.
Why?
I like the water really hot. Extremely hot.
I do too, but then there's always someone yelling, hot water burn baby. Hot water burn baby. So I have to get out.
Where are you taking your bath?
in the 80s.
In the kitchen sink.
I made it to like the middle of the third quarter, so the Patriots lost their first game last
They
night.
lost in overtime last night.
It was overtime. So what time did the game end?
I was asleep. I have no idea.
You bailed on it as well?
Yeah, it was a really good game. I
was enjoying it. It was snowing. It was definitely a good game, but they lost 30-24 in overtime. Their first loss of the season. They got a lot of key injuries too, man.
Yep.
They're gonna have a tough time as we move forward from here.
Gronk got hurt.
I heard. How bad? His knee?
He hurt his knee. Yeah, they don't know yet. They'll know later today.
Oh boy. They're down a few guys now. So,
Jimmy, did you watch the Cowboys on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I did. I tuned in. They look great.
Are you sure you watched the Cowboys on Thanksgiving?
Are they 3-8? I think. Am I remembering their record correctly? I want to say 3-8.
3-8.
Somewhere
but they're
around
only
there.
2 games out of first place.
Still.
Yeah, they stink.
Well, that division is, as we all know, is horrendous.
Yeah.
What was the final score of that game?
33 to something.
Yeah, man, we weren't really
33-14.
We really weren't watching football this Thanksgiving.
I
We
didn't give
were
a
kind of
fuck.
taking the old peeks as you're walking by the living room to go out. We were just going outside because it was so nice out. But Jets won. We're still in it. We still have a little shot.
Okay.
Jets still have a little
So wait,
shot.
I'm sorry, which we are you talking about?
The Jets are 6-5.
Right. Because you could have been talking about your
Patriots
Dolphins.
or it's not
as
the
your
Dolphins.
we.
No,
They're 4-7.
No, it goes Jets, then Bills, then Patriots. And I know it's stupid, and we can move on because it's getting ridiculous now. All right. So we should take a little break here. We got our food. We're ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Esther Ku should be joining us next. And, stay there.
This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Yes, we are back. It's just weird. J.J. Abrams. We've had J.J. Abrams on a bunch, and I like the guy a lot, too. And he's just one of these guys we come across. It's so weird. He had a really good time in here, too.
They're all the same.
It's unbelievable. I guess he's not going to do our show. He's doing Howard, and he's doing a town hall here at SiriusXM. But, I mean, he used to do all the shows and us. God, why do they do this to us?
I don't think it's anything personal. I think it's more just
so weird, though.
He probably demands exclusivity or asks for it, and they give it to him, which is just irritating. It's like you're promoting a project.
But it's one of those things where they come in here, you feel like you got a connection, you're laughing, and, you guys don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff where they really hammered home that they had a really good time, I'll be back, blah, 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 and then they come back, and it's usually for a movie no one gives a fuck about, but you don't care because you're still having a good time with the guy, blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, these people act like they've never been on your show or, don't know who the fuck you are. It's so strange.
Yeah, well, again, you kind of know what they are. I love my manager. He's such a good guy, but he's a very nice man. He believes a lot of this shit that these people say.
Yeah.
And I tell him, John, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They're fucking, because he's a real guy. Like, he's a genuine person.
Yeah.
And he has faith in the greater humanity.
Right.
But they all just tell you what you want to hear. They're all fucking, they're all
weird.
Nonsense.
I don't hate the guy. I'm not trying to start anything with J.J. Abrams. I just find it very strange. We've had him on a bunch over the years.
Oh, well, not a big deal. It's just, it's more annoying. Like, if you come on and you have a good time, and then you won't come back.
Oh,
I've never had that as a radio. Like, I go out and do other shows.
Yeah.
And, again, not on the level of Stern. So it's maybe if I had a show that big and they asked me to be exclusive, I would. I mean, it's easy to say I wouldn't, but they've never, I've never on the road where they said, hey, could you only do this show and not another?
I doubt that it's even that. I don't know.
No, that's what it is.
There's some people that do our show, and then as soon as the mics are off, they're out of here and they don't give a fuck. It was just one of many shows they did that day. But then there are people, and JJ, I feel, is in that category where they hang a little bit. Ron Howard hung not a little bit, for like 10 minutes after the interview, just hanging and asking questions, and everyone just got along, and there was something there. And then to fast forward a little bit and realize the guy just now. Well, I mean, we requested him, obviously, because, I think this Star Wars movie's going to be big, guys. And,
That's the way it is with
and
these
we were blown
fucking
off.
people. We never get them for their real projects. That's why the first time they do it, I would say never ask for them again. Not that he gives a shit, but I would say whenever they do it once, you just never request them again. That's all you can do.
Well, we had Arnold Schwarzenegger for that big movie. Maggie.
It was straight. It was video on demand.
It was damn good, though.
It was good.
I would rather have that than the Terminator. I love that movie when I finally saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Arnold's Arnold's a different one. Arnold is a fucking guy who doesn't come out and do radio.
We were just actually I was just trying to make a dumb joke, but yeah, we were just beyond happy to have Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We were lucky we got him at all.
Yeah, right.
E-Rock took my picture blurry.
Oh, E-Rock, what did he do?
I got to go in out of it, but he just panicked, just shaking hands.
Oh God. Where he just sits there like this, and his hands are shaking, and you're like, oh no, this is not going to come out right.
He's such a good boy.
But he always checks the picture, make sure it's okay.
I know, it looks good small, but then you blow it up, it's like, oh.
It's a little blurry.
A little bit, not bad.
Anyway, so
it is
no J.J. Abrams. Big news, Kobe Bryant's retiring.
Yeah.
One of these athletes that spent his whole career with one team. And he's having a shitty year. The team's having a real shitty year, right? What's the Lakers this year?
2-14.
2-14. So this year's a bust. And then Kobe Bryant basically goes, you know what I could do? I'm going to announce my retirement. So now it's a victory lap. And now the Lakers season matters. And now they're going to just sell out every fucking game because people are going to want to see Kobe Bryant for the last time.
Aren't they selling out anyway, though? Like, don't other teams on the road go to see them lose? Don't other fans just go to see them lose and then LA?
I don't know the answer fully to that, but I mean, you know, Kobe Bryant announcing that he's retiring certainly is going to help the numbers across the league. Because now, you know, if you have a game to go to in your hometown and then the Lakers are coming to town and they're 2-14, you might blow off that game, but now you're not going to blow off that game because now you want to see Kobe for the last time.
We'll see if he actually retires or at the very end if he says, April Fools!
Can you imagine?
Yeah, maybe he won't.
Yeah, Kobe's retiring, and people are mad that he's making so much fucking money. He's making what, like $25 million this year or something?
25 million, yep.
And that fucks up the salary cap for the team, right?
They can't do anything else.
They literally can't do anything until he's out of the way, and he wants to retire playing for just one team. So
yeah.
I don't think he's ready to retire, but I think he knows that they would try to get rid of him, right? Is that how this goes?
Well, he played 20 years, so he did. I mean,
but he
came
started
right
at
out of
18.
high school.
He's not even 40.
Yeah, I just think it's a grind, and after a while, you're done with it.
He's had it.
Yeah, and his reputation, aside from the whole possible rape thing, is pretty good.
People got past that.
Yeah, I
guess
guess
took a few years.
Did it not happen? I guess I don't know.
That whole Colorado thing.
I don't even know the complete details of it.
People kind of moved on from that.
So he could do broadcaster or something.
Yeah, he'll be just fine. But that's huge sports news that Kobe's finally stepping down. So there you have it. What do you think of this Trump thing?
Look, I've supported the guy because to me he represents disgust for the rest of these people,
right?
And the rest of the way they do business, and that's why I'm really pulling for him. Because I think if he wins, my dream would be for him to leave the Republican Party, win as an independent. Because I care about a third party. I'm just so sick of fucking the same two choices. This is the guy we're giving you. That's the guy we're giving you. There's no room for a third person. So if there's a third person that finally wins, I think that opens up. And I think that if people see it actually work once,
right,
and go, oh my God, it's not a wasted vote. Even though I don't vote, but I'm going to this year. I think that people will come out and support an independent candidate.
I'm amazed we can't get a third party going in this day and age. You would think we would be, getting a third party going. That's slowly but surely getting some respect out there.
Ross Perot was the closest they came.
That's a long time ago now, man.
1992. And then they said, well, that's what cost George Bush the election. So Republicans won't vote for a fucking guy like that because they're like, oh God, we threw it out and got Clinton. That's. So it's just, we're stuck with the same two shit. We literally have one more choice than the Soviet Union. How do we not have a third and fourth party that's kind of viable? We just don't.
We brag about our democracy, and we have two lousy choices. That's not a lot. No. Imagine going to the grocery store and only having two cereals to pick from.
Right.
That's basically what this is. In America, I feel like you should have a lot more parties than two.
Yeah.
Two lousy fucking parties, and I mean the word lousy there.
And even though he's a Republican, so he's not running as an independent, he still feels like he's outside enough. He's not a politician.
Sure.
So, you know, I just want to see it. I want to see it because I have such a dislike, a visceral hatred of them. I think that they're all lousy at what they do. They're all sociopaths.
Right.
And even the ones that mean well can't do. I really think Obama means well. Like, I like Obama, but he just, you know.
Did you hear those groans out there?
I don't care.
People were just
Fuck 'em.
groaning because you said that.
Bunch of fake fucking, who cares?
They're just groaning now.
Oh, you like the guy? Yeah, I do. I don't like his tax policies, and he's probably taking more of my money than he is yours. It annoys me. The mansion tax, the death tax, they can't keep. That's why I hate, because I can like him and then hate his tax policies, or I can like the conservatives and hate the fact that these fucking religious fanatics are forcing their fucking religion down my. How about one that's kind of in the middle? Just one.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Sort of where I land as well. I think Trump was mocking the New York Times reporter.
I didn't see the clip.
You haven't seen the clip yet?
Thank you. What a good boy.
I mean, this guy's been around a while. He swears Trump knows him, and he was pretty much making the movements of this guy's disease. He's got arms that move really shitty, to be honest with you.
Is he a pop locker?
It's I think there's a video online where they do like a side by side, where it's Trump, mocking this reporter, and then you see how this reporter like walks around. He walks around with his arms up and twisted like this. Here's the clip. I can't believe you haven't seen this yet.
No,
this has been everywhere.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
That reporter he is talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times. As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms. A Times spokesman says they find it outrageous that Trump would ridicule the man's appearance.
He did.
I don't care if he ridicules his appearance, but he is fucking with him.
He absolutely was ridiculing him.
Yeah.
I like Trump too, but he was absolutely mocking the guy.
Yeah.
How else do you take that?
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing.
He was bending his arm in the same way that the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you do that if you're talking about Liz Smith?
That's right.
Liz Smith reference.
You just
today.
wouldn't, though.
No. He definitely was mocking the guy.
Yeah.
The guy's disability. You've never seen Trump move in that way.
No.
And he mocks a lot of people, and he hasn't, done it just in that way.
He's mocking more the guys. I think he's saying the guy is full of shit about something.
Sure.
So it wasn't like he was just going out of his way to go look at his handicap, but he was doing his impression of that guy.
Right.
That'd be like if I was mocking fucking Iraq or just you're mocking somebody, you do a body thing that they do, whether it's crippled or not.
Right.
And the guy's crippled, and Trump was mocking it. So
yeah.
In the bigger thing of mocking his fucking bullshit.
Is it that he is mocking it, or is he showing how this guy would move if he was nervous and going, I don't remember?
Yeah, it wasn't
so
like.
Does that mean you're actually mocking it?
Yeah, it's like.
Is this semantics now?
He has to. He wasn't going out of his way. He was saying the guy's full of shit, but he was absolutely
moving like this reporter moves.
Yeah, you were doing it for that reason.
Yeah. But how else would you kind of imitate him?
You could just go, he's going like, oh, I don't know.
Right.
But he's doing, because he's got the arm thing, so he's just throwing that in there. Like little wanking claw.
I like
the thing you do about his wanking claw.
But he's saying he wasn't even imitating him. I think he was imitating how this guy would move if he's all nervous and going, I don't remember.
He's panicking.
So then does that mean it's an actual mocking of the guy?
He's just getting to a point, though, where it's like, I like the guy, but it's like, will you stop? Like, he won't admit that he's wrong about the fucking, the 9/11 thousands of people.
Yeah.
Stop saying we're still looking for articles. How the fuck are you looking for articles when Google, what do you think, you can't find an article from 2001?
Yeah, man. But I mean, what's interesting about this Trump thing, a lot of us feel like we did see people celebrating, a video of people celebrating in Jersey. As soon as he said that, I was one, just like many of you, that went, yeah, I kind of remember that. And then we broke it down here, and it turned out to be a videotape from East Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And then maybe some of us, confused the two. Because I do remember there were reports that people were celebrating in Jersey, but it might have been just a pocket of people, just a few people doing it, and not, like Trump said, thousands.
How the fuck does that guy actually write, though? Does he talk type, or how does he write with his hand like
Well,
that?
they had a video of him holding a beer, so I would assume he's figured out how to use his hand.
What's the disease? That sucks.
That looks like a motherfucker.
Well, that guy's hand, if it's as long as it looks like, he must be all cock. Holy shit. That guy's fucking long, thin. He's probably packing 10.
That looks like a motherfucker.
Jim always finds the good side of things.
Absolutely. Maybe his hand is so bent because he's always grabbing his giant dick. I don't blame this guy. That's what I'd be doing if I was him.
That's why Trump is so mad.
But that's what Trump is doing. He's not going out and going, look, he's handicapped.
Yeah.
But he's making fun of this guy being full of shit, and he's just doing the guy as here's what Trump's big fucking problem. He is so used to talking behind closed doors and saying whatever he wants that whenever he has to talk for extended period, like all the stuff that he might have done during Celebrity Apprentice that they would have edited out, he can't edit any of this stuff out. So when you're kind of speaking your mind and just kind of going off book half the time, you step on a lot of toes, and he has to learn to stop doing that, or he's really going to fuck himself.
But this is all horseshit, because this is what everyone does. Everyone does this type of thing, but we all make believe no. And the people reporting this on the news have done shitty things like this as well. We all make believe that we don't do these type of things behind closed doors, but now you got Trump pushing it forward. Right. Because he's sick of this whole PC culture that we're in.
But he's almost going so far with being sick of PC culture. Like, there are certain things. Penn Jillette had a smart point about wanting the president to behave a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, I like a guy who says what he wants to say. I like a guy who isn't afraid of offending people.
Yeah.
But I don't know, do I want a president that's talking about a guy who's... Look, that's something Jim Norton does.
Right.
You should not be discussing this guy the same way I would at the cellar and getting groaned at for it. Like, I would kind of like him to have a bit more fucking discretion.
Yeah.
Like, if you're up running for president and you're talking about a guy being full of shit, talk about him being full of shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you need to go like I don't know.
I think I've changed my whole thought on this as we're talking about it, because I saw it and go, oh my God, Trump's mocking this guy. But now I'm just starting to think that he was imitating a guy he's definitely seen around over the years.
Yeah.
And this is how you would imitate him, because this is how he moves.
Yeah, you're making him being full of shit, I think, was more the point of him doing that.
But he's saying that he wasn't doing any of this. He wasn't mocking or imitating.
Yeah, which he's not being truthful.
But now I'm starting to think he was imitating a guy he's seen around, and this is how this guy moves when he's nervous.
Of course he was.
And freaking out a little bit.
It's indisputable. He just denies. It's like, come on. First of all, that hat stinks. He's really... Trump is going out of his way to turn me on him.
Well, I mean...
How are you losing me? I want to like you.
But every time he shows up with that hat, people go online and buy the hat. And you love a good hat, Jimmy.
I like a sideways hat because that's how a man in my age group wears it, younger generation. But he's doing that because he's embarrassed about his hair when it's a certain way. And it's like, that's how I was in high school. I told you the rehab they put me in, they wanted to put me in a place that had a psychiatrist because I wouldn't not take my hat off. I had such horrible insecurity about my hair that they wanted me to go to a rehab that had a psychiatrist. And back then, there were certain ones that didn't have, I guess, like in-house psychiatrists.
Just because of your hair?
I had such hair insecurity, I wouldn't take my hat off. They were going to throw me out of high school. I actually had a doctor's note that they should let me wear my hat because it was such a mental block for me. I was literally just going to get thrown out of school for it.
What was wrong with your hair?
I need a cough button, Don, because I always sniffle and people get mad at me. So please give me a cough button. I've been asking for years for a cough button.
Oh boy.
I love Don, but I feel like I've been sniffling and it bothers people, and I don't blame you guys. You have ears.
Right.
Is that a cough button? Hold on.
Yeah, I think it is.
Does that work, or you can hear me?
I can hear
you. Yeah,
you.
there you go. It's a button. It's a white button. That's what I do if I want white people. I just push that button. Send in some Caucasians.
What was the problem with your hair, though? Cowlicks?
Cowlicks, and it looks terrible. So if you look at me in my junior year of high school or my sophomore year, I have Down syndrome haircut syndrome. Like I have Down syndrome bowl cut.
Yeah.
I have retarded person's haircut, and it was truly awful. So I wanted to, wear a hat all the time to cover it. That's why I keep it short. It looks fucking awful when it gets longer. But he has, whatever it is, he doesn't like when his hair is messy.
So he wears the hat to cover it up.
And
just
I
like
can't.
little Jimmy Norton was doing.
I don't want a president who handles his hair the way the fucking 14-year-old Jimmy Norton did.
Gotcha.
I want a president who's more secure. Just buzz it. I don't give a fuck what your head looks like.
Makes sense. Here's Trump trying to, he's saying he did not mock the disabled.
He leans too much into the mic, too. That annoys me. But go ahead, Trump.
Very simple. I said this, and all of a sudden, because I said it very, very expressively, and again, I'm trying to show somebody groveling to take back the statement he made, because he wanted to take it back, because it wasn't good for the people that he knows and likes at the New York Times, the Washington Post, etc. He did this when he was with the Washington Post. So I was very expressive in saying it, and they said I was mocking him. I would never mock a person that has difficulty. I would never do that. I'm telling you, I would never do it.
I don't think he was setting out to go, hey, fuck this guy in his bent hand. Yeah. I don't think that was the point of it.
Yeah.
I think when you're mocking somebody because you're pissed off at them, it's just one of those things you do, and he's not trained enough with, again, in this arena to catch himself.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to think of an example of, just fucking, what mannerism would you mock of somebody? Whatever. Oh, okay, like this. It'd be like, and fucking Steve walked in and went, no.
Right.
Like, I just do Steve.
Yeah. He was just doing the guy.
Right. People might go, oh my God, Steve would say, no, because he stuttered. I mean, that's not why, fucking Big A. God damn him. He's like, oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's just how I discuss Big A because I know him. Right. That's how he talks. But if I was running for public office and I was talking about Big A, I would have to remove the stutter. Hey, my fucking Kenny, comes in and he goes, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how we talk about people. I'm making fun of the fact that Kenny was saying he didn't know, not necessarily the way he says it.
Yeah, so you're picking up on something that shows the people that you are imitating this guy. And isn't it true that a lot of disabled people don't want special treatment?
Right. I've never met any.
They don't really want special treatment. So if Trump is basically imitating the guy and how he moves, dare I say, how bad is it in the end?
He should just admit that he was doing it. Like, I hate his denial. I don't think he was.
Sorry, Jimmy.
So I don't think he was doing it because he wants to mock the guy's disability. Well, it's one of those things you just get caught up when you're doing the same way as if fucking Kenny walked in. I would just do it like without thinking.
Here's the question. I don't have the answer. Maybe somebody does.
Jews.
When does it become mocking?
I think when it becomes the point of what you're saying, or when it becomes like that was whether he meant to do it or not, that's still kind of mocking it because that guy's hand being bent has nothing to do with him being full of shit. So you're doing it because that's just the way the guy is. You're like, oh, fuck him. Like that's the point is fuck him. But you just got caught doing it. It's one of those things you got caught doing. It's like if you're out with your wife and you see a woman with a great ass and you're so used to being with your friends that you go, I want to fucking eat that. What?
Wow.
The cake she was carrying. I want to eat the cake. No, you just got caught because you're so used to being with your friends and looking at a great ass. That's what he did there. So the point wasn't that he wants to go out and fuck with the disabled consciously, but he's mad at this guy and he did the guy.
Yeah. He was just doing the guy. Absolutely.
People can make out of that what they want.
But when Trump did this kind of stuff before this, calling people a bore, calling people a slob, everyone's like, oh my God, how refreshing is it that someone's, saying what they feel. But the fact that he put his arm up in the weird way and then you see what the guy really looks like, everyone now feels that sort of crossing.
But I don't think it's even like, I like the fact that he says what he feels without being afraid. But it's like, if you're going to run for president and you're going to say things, but if you can't talk about a guy whose hand is bent without, that would literally be like if he's going, and fucking, and I'm over at Black Lives Matter and they're like, oh, you ain't doing a motherfucking thing. We'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You are running for the highest office. You can bash them all you want.
Right.
But I guess my point is when you're running for president, you probably shouldn't do impressions of the people you're attacking,
right?
Because you're caricaturing them, which is fine.
Right.
But you're eventually going to fuck up,
especially if they have a disability.
Yeah, but it doesn't offend me that he did that. But just say what you did,
right? Yeah.
And he can't just say what he did,
right? And couldn't you see him down the road doing an impression of a world leader that we're fighting against, or that there's some sort of trouble with, and then that starts a whole he shouldn't have the schoolyard. Kind of bully mentality with everything.
I don't even think he's being a bully, because I'd be like if he's talking about Kim Jong-un and he's like, oh, I know drop a bomb.
Oh my God,
I know drop a bomb.
Oh my God,
it's not that far off, honestly.
And secretly, everyone wants to see that. You want to? I mean, we understand that maybe the highest office you shouldn't be doing those type of things, but wow, would that be we'd be watching every press conference from the White House lawn. He's Trump's doubling. Now they're saying he's quadrupling down. He's backing his initial statement that he saw this or heard about this. He got the Washington Post article to prove his point because they wrote something about it, right?
We all, a lot of us thought we saw that.
I'm with them, man. I felt like, they were either reporting it or showed a video of a lot of people celebrating the fact that those towers came down. But we can't find the actual video that a lot of us felt like was out there. Because I think Trump said it was thousands, not just a handful of people that might have been reported.
He said thousands.
Thousands, yeah. That just didn't happen.
Instead of just saying I mixed up two stories, which everybody mixed up at that time, it's okay, you fucked up. No one minds if you make a mistake.
Right.
But his refusal to admit, and again, that's where he's just like the rest of them. Mm-hmm. He's just more blatant about, I didn't do it! The rest of them are a little smoother to dance away from it. But that's where he's just like the rest of them. It's like, that's where you kind of just separate yourself and go, all right, I made a mistake.
He's really like a kid who gets caught by his parents doing something, and he just refuses to admit that he did it.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
It's called flirting with an older man, kissing.
Kissing? It's a little more than flirting.
And everyone is trying to find this video. Everyone looking for their clicks. They're desperately trying to find this video. That's why it didn't happen, because they just can't find the fucking thing. All those websites, they would love to be the one that goes, here's the video, we found it. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
And they just can't find it.
He's rich. He should put out a ransom. He should do like an internet contest.
There was never a video. There was never a video of thousands of people in Jersey celebrating the towers collapsing.
But he saw it.
It would have been pulled up within 20 minutes of him saying that. Because he's like, we're looking for the articles. Like, what articles do you have to how hard is it to fucking find archived articles?
Well, now he's moving to articles because he was the one that said that he saw it.
Yeah.
Well, now he's saying, quote, they'll find something.
Then they're not going to find the video.
They're going to find something, but don't forget, 14, 15 years ago, it wasn't like it is today where you press a button and you play a video. 14, 15 years ago, they don't even put it in files. They destroy half the stuff.
Okay.
It's not destroyed.
All right, now he's creeping me out. 9/11 is pretty much the biggest thing to ever happen on American soil, right?
Yeah, it's not destroyed.
Most people would not argue that point.
It was barely documented.
It was that type of videos and footage you would not destroy.
No.
Maybe he's got
a honeymooners marathon. Sure, you might destroy that, but 9/11 stuff, I'm pretty confident that I can't imagine the person that goes, hey, we got this old videotape of, I don't know, thousands of people celebrating the streets after the towers came down. We need this?
They destroyed the
I'm going to throw it away. Is everyone cool with this?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
And there'd be no record of the broadcast on the internet, because when you get rid of a tape, you scrub it. Right. Talking about.
There's no
dude.
fucking way. That tape does not exist.
A
lot of us got confused by the video of overseas people celebrating.
Overseas, right.
Especially the one we saw of East Jerusalem with that lady from... what was your reference? It was hilarious.
Oh, Marty Feldman?
Marty Feldman. Yeah. I was trying to remember Marty Feldman's name, right.
Because that's why people think that the guy's racist. Like, instead of just admitting, because then it looks like you're doubling down and you're after all Muslim, just admit you made a mistake. You know what? I misremembered. Like you said, I fucked up. A lot of us have screwed up. And take the little bit of ridicule. But that's where that I'm the fucking biggest dick in the room businessman, and I have the biggest dick in the room guy.
Yeah.
No, I said to do this. And it's like, you can't.
Right.
I don't know. I just find that to be irritating.
Yeah. And, well, but now he's looking for articles when he said it was a videotape. And he did find an article from the Washington Post that kind of backed up his claim that people were celebrating. But it's not a tape of thousands.
No, it's not. And we understand when no one is saying that no one thought that. No one is saying Trump made it up. We remember it happening and people thinking it. But fucking the bottom line, just admit you mixed up two things like all of us did.
As soon as he said it, I'm like, yeah, I remember that. I didn't even think twice. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. I remember that being reported. Is there any more on this video?
Yeah.
Let's listen a little more.
I would never do it. I don't care if I liked the person or didn't, and I don't know this person. So now this person is going around saying, I did know him, that he reported on me in the 1980s, and all of that stuff, right? I don't know him. I really don't know him. I was very expressive in saying it. I don't take that back because the person was groveling in terms, if you read his statements about, well, did you say this and did you write this paragraph?
This is where he's really fucking up.
And I don't know.
He's caught.
Man.
First of all, he's full of shit on this one, and this is where he's fucking up. He's getting caught up in basically a Twitter back and forth. But no, you said that but click the link. There's other shit to worry about other than what some dick reporter says. Even if Trump's right and the guy did say it and he was a cunt, there's other shit to worry about. At this point, I would prefer you start talking about what you're going to do and stop with this petty nonsense.
Not a chance it's a cocoincidence?
No.
How could it be a coincidence
give me your impression right now of someone
Don't do an impression.
Give me your impression of someone panicking and going, I don't remember, right now.
I don't know.
There you go.
Your hand would go out like that. Yes, of course. I get the motion. But I also get he put his one hand bent.
No, that's why I asked that.
Yeah.
Because it is similar, because you did exactly what how I thought you would. You put your arms up like, I don't remember, and you shake them. But in Trump's case, that right arm, that's not easy to do. You wouldn't go like this.
Right, because he was seated behind Governor Connolly. And there's no way that the bullet could have hit in that trajectory. But then when you look at the way he really was sat, of course that magic bullet would be silly to hang in midair. However, when you see the real seating, you realize he was not seated directly behind the governor, but Governor Connolly was on a jump seat, which was lower. So the trajectory
then
Trump.
It works.
Yes.
Then it works.
So Trump is
you did exactly how most people do. You put your arms up like but to actually twist it hurts.
And one at a time.
It hurts to twist your right wrist like that. And why would you do it this way?
Yeah.
So Trump is basically looking for a lifeline here as he's talking. There is a really good reveal of how he gets out of this.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Well, he knows how.
Really grasping for straw. And I will tell you that it is just such a shame when a disgusting newspaper like the New York Times, when some of the media, like CNN in particular, was just really unfair, when they say things that were so unfair. And I cherish, for instance, our vets, I cherish.
Has nothing to do with anything.
Wow.
Exactly. We all love animals.
That's a whole hello. We got it. You don't have to look at Travis. We all got
Just making sure he got it.
We all got it. Though.
No, I hear them all.
Okay, so
we got that one.
So
that was his hello Cleveland.
Yes.
Going for
first he started to go with, I'm going to blame the media.
Yeah.
So the Times is unfair to him. CNN is unfair to him. Oh, I love the vets.
Right. You're not going to get people booing at that point.
No.
He's smart. He's a smart businessman. We all know that. And he knows how to talk his way out of shit.
Not only does he love vets, you know what he loves? Wounded vets.
Wounded vets.
Warriors, I love our vets. I love our wounded warriors.
I also love cute kittens. Kittens on the internet. What is he doing? This has nothing to do with
Have you
the
seen
issue
these
at hand.
tiny bulldogs?
Yeah, exactly. He's a brilliant deflector.
I don't know. If I'm running, I always go out and go, and fuck the veterans. I don't like them.
Right.
I think they're overly funded, and once you're done with the military, foot the bill. That's my platform.
And fuck ISIS.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, no, I think that they're freedom fighters, and I think that we've been handling them incorrectly. Like, he's just saying things that, no, of course you're going to say that.
Of course.
Everyone likes the veterans when they're running.
It's brilliant because he knows he's backed into a corner. And now it's time to punch his way out. So, of course you're going to applaud that and turn the energy around in the room. No. He was mocking. Well, he was mocking the guy? Or was he giving him a good imitation?
In all the times you've seen him interviewed, you've seen him, any press conference, anything. Have you ever seen him hold his arm in that particular way?
That's how the guy holds his right arm. I mean,
yeah.
Because he's doing the impression, like, that's why I asked Jimmy. Everyone would do the I don't remember in the same way. I don't remember. Right. And you kind of put your arms up a little bit, your hands up a little bit. And shake them.
He just got caught out there. He just got caught in that moment that we've all had, talking about somebody and doing the impression of them. If the guy had a fucked up voice, like if the guy's voice was really like, he would have said that. Yeah, I called him. He's like, that's he was just doing that we all do. So
anything else in that clip, or are we pretty good?
That's about it.
We're good, but he turned around the energy in the room.
Yeah.
See, everyone. Well, you know what? Why don't we just take one of these?
I'll pack off.
Go ahead, Michael in Westchester.
Yeah,
hi.
Caller, big fan.
Hi,
I
Mike.
remember the news clips of celebrations in Jersey but it was not thousands. It was probably dozens of people in a neighborhood. I vividly remember it. I was livid. I was showing it to friends online. So when Trump said it, right away I was like, because I'm not a Trump hater, not a big supporter. I'm in between.
Yeah.
I'm Republican. But I was like, oh, God, he shot himself in the foot. He's making a great point, but he blew it out. He oversold it. He oversold that with thousands in the street.
I feel like I saw the video as well, but the problem is that no one could find the tape, and we're not destroying those tapes.
I agree, but do you think these, Fox 5 News is going to pull it out?
Yes, I do.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
That's a great story for them.
Yes.
Republican bigwigs,
Oh, stop it. Yes, stop it.
Don't stop.
Yes, they would.
Yeah, that conspiracy
Do you know how many
stuff.
people just recorded the news because it was the biggest thing going on?
Come on, guys. The big media loves to hide stuff.
Michael, I don't disagree with you.
Well, then why
really
wouldn't one
don't,
person
but-
put it on YouTube?
Yeah,
Right.
but what Travis is making a good point too. As soon as this shit happened, people were all pushing record on their VCRs. If it's out there, it's going to surface. And so far, it hasn't surfaced, which makes me think that it just didn't happen in the way Trump is saying.
Right.
And they just went to war. Trump was at war with Fox for a little while. Do you really think they would sit on this fucking story with the amount of hits they'd get? Come on, dude.
I don't know. Part of you says, I agree, that they want to bury him, so pull it out. But if they pull it out, it supports his cause that it happened.
It's a story.
And it'll show that he oversold it with 1,000.
Dude, yeah, it's a story. I don't think in that moment, if they had the clip, they would show it.
Yes, absolutely. Somebody would. Somebody would.
We'll see. It'll surface.
Huh?
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
But
it's true.
But I don't disagree with you where media outlets have their own agenda.
Yeah,
but
of course.
The first group to find it, MSNBC, CNN, whatever, it would be not an exclusive per se, but you would be getting all the attention.
It would be huge. And everyone needs, like I said, their clicks. Everyone's looking for clicks. Every single one of us are looking for clicks. They're scrambling trying to find this thing, and no one can.
Because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist as far as thousands. They might come across something eventually where you might see a pocket of people. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but you're absolutely not going to see a videotape surface with thousands of people in Jersey City celebrating the towers coming down. It just wasn't on TV.
No.
It wasn't on TV.
We all make mistakes. Even a man of my ilk and intelligence will occasionally make an error.
Like what, though?
Whatever it is. It's always very minor. I'm never caught.
Oh, okay.
No one ever calls me on it. I always just own up to it later.
Nice. Did everyone survive their Black Friday?
I didn't even notice it. It was literally an irrelevant day for me. I did not know. I love the city was empty this weekend. I'm guessing everybody came back yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did not even fucking notice it.
I don't know. I think we all have one family member that sets the alarm clock, right?
No.
We didn't. I don't know anyone that did this year.
No.
I'm trying to think over the years, we've had one or two in my family where they get up early to go. I guess it'd be fun just to do, but I don't know. I don't know if it's maybe to get caught up in the energy of it or something.
I don't know.
And a bunch of people trampling each other for shitty items.
That's right.
Again, if it's easy to say because if the people are really broke and they want to buy something, but it doesn't make sense to me to run around and just beg for products like that.
And they've made it so easy
Fight for them.
to get it without leaving your house now.
Order it online.
So it's not even it's not even really the same thing that it used to be Black Friday.
No.
But it's more tradition now.
And everybody had the Black Friday sales like the week before. You know what I mean?
And it's also Cyber Monday today.
Ooh.
Right. So it's
Cyber Sex Monday?
No.
Could be.
Different.
What category are you going to pick, Justin? I'm going to go with amateurs.
And I like POV. I like
Asians with big boobs.
You like POV stuff?
Some of it.
You're a POV guy?
I go through different phases.
What are some of the other ones? That's creepy. POV. Like she's looking up at me.
You're saying I'm creepy?
Oh
Some
my
of the
God!
Stuff you watched?
That should bother you that I think you're creepy.
You want love in your porn.
I don't want love.
POV's love in your porn.
I like to pretend that that's me.
Yeah, and they're
looking up.
POV, yuck. You gotta go voyeur, you gotta go amateur.
Amateur, sure.
Voyeur's creepy too, though.
I don't like
They're all a little creepy.
A little creepy. Voyeur is a little creepy. All right, you're 100% right on that.
I was texting a girl last night talking dirty, and she travels a lot, and I was telling her that I wanted to put her feet on my face after a hard day's work.
After a hard day's work, Ed?
Yes.
What?
I want them sweaty.
Wouldn't that just be assumed? Why would you have to say after a hard day's work?
Well, because it's like they don't, a lot of women will want to wash their feet first.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, no, madam.
No, madam.
I want them sweaty.
I want to take the shoes off.
Yes.
But is there like backstory? Like, how was your day? Oh, the boss with his TPS reports, and there was a conference, and oh, what a long day.
Like plot?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't need all that. Just that my feet stink. Oh, here's my face. I don't know what a TPS report is.
Let's say hi to
speak.
Steve in New Hampshire. Steve.
Yes!
Whoa, I'm on the air. What's going on, guys?
Hey,
Hello.
Steve, with that radio voice, what do you got?
Oh, you think it's nice? Thanks. Maybe
You
I
got
can
a little radio
voice.
voice. You'd be a good 70s rock jock.
Hey, I know it's a little later in the conversation, but if you guys saw the latest South Park episode, they did a good job of how Jimmy wants to be called a retard and has not offended to it.
Well, yeah, South Park gets away with that because they do the whole cartoon thing. You do that same episode with live actors, whatever, a regular comedy show, and then everyone will get fired for doing it.
Well,
that is so weird. But why is that? Why is it okay in cartoons, but if it's on just a regular sitcom or comedy, then there's problems. You can't even do it in movies anymore.
Because we're dopes. That's why. We're dopes as a culture.
That's the answer.
Right. That's it. That's it. Right. We're dummies. Not that South Park isn't brilliant, but I mean the fact that we will only accept certain types of social parody or cultural parody
through cartoons
from a cartoon because we feel more comfortable, it's more palatable for us, is a reflection of us being dopes.
Right.
It's also kids. Like South Park is focused on children.
Oh,
so
okay.
when you're doing these things through children, I think it's also
I never even thought of that.
acceptable.
Maybe you're correct. That's part of it.
But I think cartoons is
we just need it to be spoon-fed in a way that's acceptable to us. And again, they're a great show, and
they're not real people.
It's just ridiculous.
But real people make them.
No, I know. But the real people that make them don't give a fuck, and they've established that.
Right.
So they've got that going for them. But when it's an actor who is saying these things, and then that's a real face on a real person.
Right.
all going to the point that because we're dopes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, instead of realizing it's a real voice actor.
Yeah.
And good for South Park, because what happens is they did try to break their back years and years ago, and they just wouldn't not do it.
You know what we should do? We take a pretty edgy scene from South Park, and we redo it line for line with actual disabled people, and watch the outrage. Watch the outrage.
And watch us get sued for stealing South Park.
But it was social commentary.
That's true.
This season's brilliant, by the way. Like, I haven't watched in years, but I heard so much good stuff about it that I watched. It's so good.
Really?
It's all about PC culture, safe spaces.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing everything, and instead of it being like isolated episodes, it's actually a continuation of each episode.
Really?
Yeah, so it's completely different, but the subjects that they're doing are it's hilarious.
Very cool.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Is it true that Caitlyn Jenner or Kim Kardashian are up for Time's Man of the Year award?
I'm sure it's
That was a
not.
mock.
It's Person of the Year, by the way. They
Person
don't
of the
call
Year?
Man of the Year. It's Person of the Year.
Person of the Year.
Maybe
was that a
Caitlyn's-
mock-up on Twitter, and I got tricked because I was like, "There's no way this is like an actual." They're actually.
Well, I think you can vote for like hundreds of different people.
Yeah, but why was it? Why did they show those two? It was almost like it's coming down to those two or something. Another thing I should have wrote down when I saw it so I could be more prepared. I'm going to start doing that. I think that'd be really smart. There was something else in there. South Park. Oh, Jimmy, hit on something. I wanted.
Who would I vote for Person of the Year if I voted for that? I can't in good conscience vote for that if I don't vote for president.
Caitlyn Jenner's up there. Barack Obama. You got the ISIS guy.
No, who? Mahmoud Abbas? He's not ISIS. He's from Hamas.
No, the other.
We're from he's Palestinian.
That's the ISIS.
That's not from Hamas. Is he from Hamas?
Yeah, that's the ISIS guy.
That guy. They want to vote for. Oh, Person of the Year doesn't have to be good.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. The Time.
Hold on. Go back to.
You think Time Magazine is brave enough to put the ISIS guy on the front cover of their magazine?
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You really think so?
You got to sell
What was
magazines.
the most outrageous choice over the years?
Adolf Hitler.
It was Adolf way back in the day?
Yeah, but that
No, it
was
was a couple
because of
years
his good
ago.
deeds.
A couple years
So let's
because they finally dug deeper and found some good things.
Yes, he was big on charity. He gave a lot to March of Dimes.
All right, well, you know.
He was a big March of Dimes guy, and nobody knew that.
All right, then. There was something else. That's going to drive me nuts, whatever. American Pharaoh's on the list, and a lot of people. Jennifer Lawrence. She doesn't have a
Why
shot.
Jennifer Lawrence?
Or refugees.
I say they go refugees.
Why? They're just running.
Well, they're running for their lives.
Okay, I understand that, but how does that make you Person of the Year?
They want a better life for themselves and their children.
Can we go back to Angela Merkel, by the way? I want to see her fucking... That's me as a sophomore in high school.
That's a rough haircut.
Her fucking hairdo stinks.
Is that the hair you were hiding under hats?
Yes, it was. Should have been hiding under a fucking shotgun. What a terrible hairdo.
And thanks for going to Angela Merkel, because now I remember what I wanted to say because I just saw her face. I saw John Candy over the weekend in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, right.
That movie is a perfect fucking comedy.
It's awesome.
And then I went on to Tommy Boy. Did you like Tommy Boy?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen?
No.
Chris Farley's Tommy Boy.
It's funny.
Moments of it, but never the actual watch the movie.
And then I saw the Chris Farley documentary that was on Comedy Central, I guess. We got a copy before the thing was even 100% done. Right. That just depressed me. He was only 33 when he died.
Yeah.
He looked like shit.
Much like our Lord.
I thought he was a lot older than 33. He was only 33. He looked like he was well into his 40s at the end of his life.
Do you remember that the pictures of the dead body came out very quickly?
Yeah, we had that back in the day.
Yeah,
and then I went into a Chris Farley loop for a little while over the weekend, and then I came across one of those shitty shows, Access Hollywood or Inside Edition, one of those where they just showed that one picture over and over again. They would talk to people for like 30 seconds, then go back to the picture, talk to someone else for 15 seconds, go back to the death picture of him just laying there.
He passed away.
Who else is on the Person of the Year 2015 list? Janet Yellen.
She's got to learn to whiff.
How many people are on this list that you could choose from? John Kerry's not going to win this thing.
No, but then again, neither is Venus Williams.
Of course not. It's going to be down to the Syrians, the ISIS guy. Unfortunately, Caitlyn Jenner is going to be on the short list.
Could be Hitler again.
It's not going to be Kim Kardashian. Shut up. Unless they're just trying to sell magazines, then they would do it for that reason. Who else has
I think it should be the leader of ISIS.
Paul Ryan, Ted Cruz. No, none of these people. Kim Davis.
Oh, Kim Davis.
No.
Nope. The leader of ISIS has or Trump. You know, as far as people who have shaking things up the most. I mean, if they're going for that, what does Person of the Year encompass?
It's over the top. You just know when you see it. Donald Trump is a near miss. Kim Davis is a near miss.
What are their qualifications, though?
There is none, really. There's someone that made the biggest impact, I would assume.
Yeah, last year the winner was Ebola fighters.
It's the biggest influence of the year.
Have to be the fucking.
It's either ISIS or
I would bet refugees or Donald Trump.
I don't think, no way, Donald Trump.
You know, but he's had a tremendous impact. He's the biggest news story almost every day.
Every day, yeah.
No.
Every day. The ratings go through the roof whenever he's on. Like, he literally...
I think it's a near miss.
It might be.
I don't... If he got the nomination, then you're talking. You know, but the process is still happening. Taylor Swift, no. Now you're just bothering me, Eric.
Malala. I didn't come up with this list.
In 2011, the winner was The Protester.
Yeah, I don't like, by the way, and then last year, the Ebola fight.
Right.
Stop giving it out to groups and pick somebody.
Right.
2006, you know who won?
Yeah, this is a good one.
You.
Me?
All of us.
God,
they really
so
stink.
Douchey.
They're really starting to annoy me. Pick a fucking person.
But you won.
But what?
Yeah, you won. You could put on your resume.
I didn't know I did.
Yeah, Jim Norton, Time Person of the Year, 2006.
But I think that's the big.
2003 was The American Soldier. Which
All right, wait, let's go back to you. Why?
No, stop voting for groups. Pick a guy.
And why did you win in 2006? For what reason?
Because we created the World Wide Web.
That's right.
Together.
In 2006,
no. Find the guy who
World
came up
Wide
with the
Web?
code.
Right.
Find the guy who came up with the code. They know who it is.
Yeah.
I forget his name. I've seen him talk to him interviewed.
J.J. Abrams.
No, he didn't invent the internet. No, it wasn't Al Gore.
He's on the list. Come on.
Michael Dell.
What?
What?
Did Dell make a comeback this year and no one knows about it?
I hope so.
What?
Guy's great. Looks like Ted Danson.
Can I tell you another group?
Radical plan, a $67 billion purchase of data storage company EMC. It will be the largest technology deal in history if completed. All right.
So it's not even completed.
Big deal. If you had a square asshole, you'd shit bricks.
Yes.
If I don't want to hear that shit.
In 2005, the winner was the Good Samaritans.
Yeah, they just get me into group. The refugees are going to win. Without a doubt, they're very into groups. It'll be the refugees. For
2002, the Whistleblowers. It's gonna be.
Is that what they're doing now? Why do they call it People of the Year?
I don't know.
So they bailed on an actual person a long time ago.
Pick a guy.
No, I mean they
give me 2000 to now.
Well, who
really
won last
fast.
year?
2000. Excuse
Quickly.
me. George W. Bush. 2001, Giuliani. 2002, the Whistleblowers. 2003, the American Soldier. 2004, George W. Bush. 2005, the Good Samaritans. 2006, you.
So they barely do a person of the year now.
2007, Putin. 2008, Obama. 2009, Ben Bernanke. 2010, Zuckerberg. 2011, the Protester.
All right.
12, Obama. 2013, Pope Francis. 2014, Ebola fighters.
2001 was the Palestinians who were celebrating 9/11 in New Jersey.
Well, good.
Who
was 2001? Was it Bin Laden?
2001,
it was Giuliani.
Giuliani.
It's been
Giuliani.
13 times in 50 years. But it hasn't been a single person.
It's been what? I'm sorry?
13 times in the last 50 years. But it hasn't been a single person.
It seems like a lot more recently.
But more recently, that's the point we're making. They obviously changed their tune.
How about just jokesters? People like that. That'd be nice, the jokesters.
That'd be wonderful. Who else is up for this quick? A few more names. Adele. Well, you know what, Adele? Let me give you a little fact on Adele.
She's fat.
She sold 3.38 million copies at 25 in the first week.
Big deal. It's a fucking bomb.
Wait, I don't think it's a bomb, Chip.
Holy shit.
I like Chip.
First song, Hello was the first song to sell 1 million downloads in a week. Wow. Zuckerberg. Schumer!
Amy Schumer. I'm going to vote for Amy, even though I don't get a vote. But I would just like to know the person.
I think everybody gets a vote.
I think everyone gets a vote.
Oh, good. I want to vote for Amy.
It's a popularity contest.
Yes.
Can we write in
our Amy Schumer?
Can we write in our own our own?
You know who they're forgetting?
Chip.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Let's get Chip on the list.
I'll chip us in.
Can you add people to the list?
That's what I don't know.
For what though?
Being fucking hilarious and spreading humor and lightening the load.
For his Mets World Series videos, actually. The one with the refrigerator, I would vote for it.
I watched again the reveal of what was on his computer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I laughed again.
Yeah, the reveal.
Yep, fucking sexy, right?
Yeah, pretty sexy.
Sorry.
They're strong. You got to continue. You got to continue with the reveal videos with Chip.
Drake, he has no shot.
Drake. His name's Drake. Chip.
Sorry.
Think of Jack Hay.
Good old Jack. I don't even know half these people.
Oh, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I like him. We turned him down. He was supposed to be in here.
Yeah, good. I'm glad we did. I don't know these. Oh yeah, the Planned Parenthood. Rubio, who I think is going to get the nomination in the end.
Megyn Kelly's very kissable.
She's aight.
No, she's pretty, man. She's better than all right. I'd like to make love to her.
She's aight.
No, she's fucking really pretty. Certain girls are all right.
Yahoo.
She's very pretty.
All right, we're just...
I like to make deep love to her.
Deep?
Yeah. She'd be like, I'm out on the pill, and I'd hold her ass and come in her.
Wow. To make a baby?
I don't know. Whatever happens, happens.
I don't like the whatever happens thing.
Yeah.
That scares the fuck out of me.
You hold on to that ass cheeks. Like, I'm going to pull out. And they're like, will you really? And then you just put it deep. Keep it. Take that cum.
But what if it makes a baby?
Give her the wrong name. That's the beauty of only having a mediocre career. If I give her a wrong name, she'd believe it. You know, what'd you say now your name was now? Chet Chesters? Yeah.
Chet Chesters?
Chet Chesters. Does that sound like a fake name?
A little bit.
It sounds like a name that Chip would give.
Fuck yeah, Chet Chesters. Chet Chesterson. Stupid Chip would give something close to his. Fucking my alter ego's Chet Chesterton. Fucks a lot of girls.
No Ben Carson. All right, we're done with this. I think it's going to be refugees or the ISIS guy. Travis is thinking maybe some Trump action. Jimmy, what do you think?
Club Soda Kenny. He's out there flirting.
Oh, look at that. Oh. What do you guys think? Person of the year.
Refugees.
It's refugees, I agree.
Yeah, because they like the group thing lately.
Chet Chesterton's a man of international intrigue. I'm a spy.
Spy for who?
For whoever needs my services.
Oh.
Chet Chesterton. Chet Chesterton.
Oh.
Fucking pull up my gun and shoot you.
Oh.
Oh, look, my shoes are lighter. Give me the secrets. It's like garbage.
Jesus.
I don't think it's that easy.
Chesterton, Chet Chesterton. 0069.
God.
So stupid.
I'm a fucking man of international intrigue.
All right, we are going to take a break. Is Esther Ku here?
As far as I know, no.
Oh, boy, she probably got really high last night.
Hold on a second. I'm going to answer my shoe. It's also a phone. Hello, Chet Chesterton's international intrigue phone line here. Can I help you?
I think you need a catchier name.
Chesterton.
No,
Chet Chesterton.
No, I mean, you're
fucking. That's very catchy.
No, your slug line needs to be a little catchier.
My slug line. Don't throw salt on me.
Like international man of
Slugs don't
mystery.
like
You need something that's a little more catchy.
I'm a man of intrigue and humor.
All right, that's a little better.
Yeah, spreading intrigue and humor.
Across the lawn?
To everywhere, every land.
You know, it's funny, you don't sound much different from this guy I know, Chip Chipperson.
Give a fudge. I drive a Lamborghini. Fucking very hot. I always get the pretty girls.
Jeez. Do you carry a gun?
Yep, I fucking have. I'm doing a movie about Vegas. Casino Circus.
You know, a lot of these spies have gadgets. Do you have any?
What's that?
Chet Chesterton, do you have any gadgets?
Yep, I wish I had two things that worked as earplugs. Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Fucking things that kill people. My glasses. I shoot shotgun shells out of my glasses.
Shotgun shells? Those glasses must be huge.
Yes, they are. They're big welding glasses.
Oh, okay.
We've already established that your shoe is a lighter and a phone.
Yes, it is. No, they're different shoes. Lefty lighter, righty phone. Lefty lighter, righty phone. I can't say that fast.
I think the lefty lighty works really nicely.
And for a moment of humor, one time I'll hear the phone ring and I'll go, hello! And actually I'm just burning my fucking face. Oh no! I got zooted and answered the wrong fucking shoe.
It's rock and roll.
Fuck yeah.
That is
Chesterton. Chet Chesterton.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Is he done?
Chet Chesterton's never done.
Never done. Man of intrigue and humor.
Across the land?
Across every land.
Every land, sorry.
That's right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Does he have a
the
drink
slug
like
line.
James Bond has the martini shaken, not stirred?
Yes, I do have my own drink.
What is it?
I have a little bit of, I have lemonade. Fucking cocaine in it.
Lemonade and cocaine? Wow.
That's a pretty strong drink.
Wow, you're going to be up for days. Oh, my God. Wow.
No, I don't. I have fucking milk and Pepsi.
Together?
Like Laverne from Laverne and Shirley would drink that.
Yes, she would. It's amazing you remember that.
I do remember that.
Not just because you look like her dad. Fucking Laverne DeFazio's father remembering his little girl's beverage. Very nice. Oh. I have a bunch of tickets going on sale.
Yes, you do, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Yes. My new tour is gearing up.
Yay.
San Francisco this weekend. Coming.
Nice.
Yeah. Get out of town on Thursday.
I like the San Francisco.
I love it. Do we have to leave early? I don't know.
I think
Probably.
might,
If you're going to San Francisco, that's a long flight.
I've heard you might have to.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
All right.
Goodbye.
That's it?
No.
No, I mean just go to
A bunch of dates, yeah. San Francisco, and then right after that is East Providence for New Year's Eve. That's the next. I have a couple weeks off finally. I'm going to Vegas, and I'm going to my friend's birthday party in L.A. It's going to be a very fun trip.
Whose
You
birthday
got to film that
party?
movie in Vegas.
Whose birthday party?
Yeah, that's right. Casino Circus. Chesterton, Chet Chesterton. A man of intrigue and humor. Whatever you need. Mystery solved or a laugh.
Whose birthday party? That's all I want to know.
Tell you later.
You're not going to say it on the air?
When I get back, I will.
Oh, surprise party.
That's right.
Oh, now I get it. Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
The show is back.
Yes, we are back. I hear Esther Ku's here. I hear Esther Ku is here. I guess that works. It works a little bit. What? In 1988, Mick Foley got the most votes for Times Person of the Year, but they didn't give it to him. So even though it's a popularity contest, if they don't like the winner, they're still going to like go to the fine print and pick somebody else. So, what's up, Esther?
Hello.
You're late, young lady.
I'm so sorry. I got lost.
You got lost. You've been in New York a million times.
I know, but I'm a little in an altered state.
A lot of pot last night?
This morning.
This morning? Wake and bake?
Yeah. Actually, Doug gave me something to give to you.
Oh, very nice. Some edibles?
Is it a blowjob?
No.
I was writing Doug, and I said, leave some edibles behind, because he was flying out today.
Yeah, he didn't have edibles, but he had something better.
What is it?
Should I say it?
Yeah.
If I can find it.
All right.
It's like a thing.
A thing?
Ooh. Yeah.
What are you pulling out of your bag?
Look.
Let me see it.
What the fuck?
Let me see it.
What the fuck?
Oh, those look like cute. What are these? I'm going to eat one of these. They look like little candies.
What are they?
You were very funny last night on the podcast. That was really enjoyable.
Oh, really?
I loved it.
These.
What do you mean you loved it?
Didn't you enjoy doing that yesterday? It was so much fun.
It is fun, isn't it?
Yeah. He's a nice crowd, Doug.
Yeah, Doug has a
He's nice people.
Well, not only nice, but it's sold out.
Yeah.
And it's always sold out.
How big is the Gramercy Theater? It's like 400 people?
Probably.
Really nice.
400 or 500. These are like oil pills, like the fish oil pills.
Fish oil.
Well, he said one of them is for me.
Well, too late now.
Oh, fuck. I should have put it in my...
You can have both of them.
No.
Why don't you eat
I'm
one?
more of a chocolate bar guy.
No, you got to eat one. Dude, I want to see you eat one and get
Oh, my
stoned
God, you'll
on
go
there.
bonkers.
Well, how many millis are in there?
I don't know. I have to call him.
Yeah, that shit's scary, man. You got to be careful with edibles.
Come on, you got to
wake
eat
him
one.
up.
Get zooted
She
on
gave
the
me
air.
a couple chocolate bars, and I ate the chocolate bars. It was
Did you
nice.
eat
Yeah, I didn't go all in. I was like being a little wimpy about it.
How much
but it
did you
was nice. Like a third of a bar.
Did you get stoned?
No, it was a nice little buzz, though.
Oh, it did give you something.
As I told you, you have to eat the whole bar.
Fuck no. That scares me.
Do you get horny on it?
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's what I mean. Like, having sex with a chocolate bar is the best.
With the actual chocolate bar?
Yeah, no, I mean, you feel like every nerve ending in your body. It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Right? So you have to take it as soon as you're...
I can't take a whole bar. I'm a pussy.
All right.
Unless I know I'm not going to be alone, I guess.
Why can't you be alone? It'd be fun. You watch TV.
No, I didn't say I can't be alone, but I got to, like, you know...
Because you don't have the kids.
I got to X out some time for that.
Yeah, you watch some TV.
So.
Get fucked up.
As soon as the kids leave for school, that's when you take it.
Yeah.
But then I'm fucked up for the rest of the day. I'd rather do it, like, later in the day and then end my day by going to bed. That'd be a perfect scenario.
You're going to bumble around all high. What's wrong with Dad? You're all fucked up. Laughing all weird.
Looking like that New York Times reporter.
Yeah. All spazzing out.
Anyway, what's up, Esther?
What's going on?
So were you in town just for Doug's podcast, or are you doing other things?
I'm doing that and a couple other things.
Like what? Let me see your sheet here.
She's at Stand Up New York tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to visit your arch enemy.
Who?
No.
Who?
No, I was supposed to do Anthony, but then...
He's not an enemy of mine.
Okay, you guys made up?
No, but I'm moving on.
Okay, cool.
Wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, no, but
I
I'm
don't
not...
care if people do his show.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Why?
Why?
Oh, because I got an audition.
For what?
Oh, you're not doing it anymore, meaning just today. You're not doing it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your audition?
I don't know. It's for a show.
What is it? The Korean show?
Or can
No.
you not?
Sorry. You know, I watched that dumb thing. It's pretty fucking funny.
Which one?
I don't know what Off the Boat or whatever.
Fresh Off the Boat?
It's pretty fucking funny.
It is funny. And it's
I was surprised that I actually enjoyed it.
It's about the 90s.
Because I was watching the Muppets, because the Muppets came back with, for the kids, and then it came on after that. And then
Except,
I
you know
left
what?
the TV on, and I'm like, this is actually pretty funny.
You know what my problem with these Asian sitcoms is?
What?
they portray the parents to be way too nice.
I've heard from you guys over the years that the parents are strict. And
Yeah.
not
Did that
nice.
remind you of your dad on that show or no?
No, not at all. I'm like, no Asian dad would ever talk to his son like this. Like,
Really?
what would you like to dress for your prom? And it's like, that's so fake.
How do they talk? Yeah.
How do real Asian
Like,
dads
yeah,
talk?
to their son.
You know, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, like.
They're not nice?
No, not at
They
all.
gotta be loving in another way.
Not really.
I've kind of heard this over the years, too.
You know, so I'm watching these sitcoms and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's funny, but they sort of like whitewash it, I feel like.
I feel like it's accurate because I don't know shit about it. So, like, I guess this is how it is.
Well, you know what? There's all kinds of Asians, so that could be accurate. I heard Chinese dads are nicer than, you know, Korean dads.
Are you Korean?
Yeah.
Your dad was not nice?
No.
Do you get along with him now?
No.
That's why she's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Because they fucked you up.
I know.
They fucked you up, and now you're a funny lady.
And, like, now I'm like, I want to just write my own show to show that that's not, like, you know, real.
Do it with a little edge.
You know what I mean? Have, like, an angry...
What'd your dad do?
Angry dad. Hit us.
Hit?
Yeah.
Fuck. How
and
bad?
we used to, like...
Spank?
Like...
Across the face?
No, spank on our asses.
How old are you about?
And, like 5, 6, 7...
No, how old are you now? Because it's a generational thing. I apologize for asking your age.
No,
I'm a lot older than you.
It was in the 80s.
In the 80s, you were still allowed to, like, spank. You were allowed to hit the top of the legs a little bit.
You're allowed to do anything as long as you do it in your house.
But what kind of hitting was it?
It
was acceptable to be spanked in the 80s.
Yeah. It was like, you know, you grab a paddle and then they take our clothes off. You know, like I'm naked in front of like all my brothers.
And you're getting paddled.
And then we're all getting hit, you know?
I don't mean to laugh because that's fucked up.
How old were you in the stop?
It's so fucked up.
How old were you in that stop?
Like, fuck.
Why did you have to be naked? Like, when we got spanked when we were growing up, it was through our clothes and it still fucking hurt.
How old were you when that stopped?
I don't know, like 10.
You don't remember when it stopped because you're blocking it out.
Wait, you were 10 and naked in front of your brothers being spanked?
Okay, maybe not 10 we were naked, but, you know, when you're younger, you're naked.
Why did you have to be naked?
Because they, like, want to put shame into it also, you know?
That makes sense.
So it's the humiliation.
It's the humiliation is part of the punishment.
Did you purposely act up so you could get spanked?
No. No, fuck no.
Now, let me ask you this, because this is the shit that scares me as a parent. Do you like being spanked sometimes when you're having sex?
No, not at all.
So there wasn't a connection there?
No.
Because I'm always worried if I do something silly or stupid, it could turn into a fetish for these kids when they get older.
I think the girls who like getting spanked didn't get spanked when they were kids.
I think it's mixed. I've had both. Girls that want me to spank them that got spanked growing up, and some that probably didn't at all. I don't know if that...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it goes 100% either way. It's one of those things where some do and some don't.
Or like the girls who like to get choked. Like, I would fucking hate to get choked during sex, you know?
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Esther likes when you say nice things to her in bed. Like, if you're having sex, you're supposed to say, like, oh, you're only scheduled to do 30, but would you do 45? And she's like, just nice things.
Good math scores. You know?
Yeah.
Talk about her good math scores.
Or nice comedian things, you know?
I don't want to let this go just yet. So you're a little kid, and they made you take your clothes off, and then was your mom in the room, too?
Yeah, she would hit us, too. She would, like, help him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Was it only spanks?
There was no prep
Well,
involved.
here's the problem with spanking your kids. When you have a lot of kids, it teaches the kids that violence is the solution to any problem. Whenever you want to curb somebody's behavior, let's just hit this person. So it's like, you know, I grew up with, like, guys, like brothers, and they would be super rough. Boys are rough when they're not hit. Imagine, you know, having a violent house, and now, like, my brothers are, like, throwing plates at my mom, and, like, there's fucking holes all over the walls. That's why we have, like, picture frames, like, hung in, like, random places on the walls. Like,
they never got the holes fixed?
It doesn't make sense, you know? Like,
Right.
you take a picture of, there's a hole behind it.
See, I don't hit my kids, but man, like, you understand. God, it's frustrating to try to do it without.
Were you spanked?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not a lot though. It wasn't like a crazy over the top thing. It was. I feel like it was more in the normal range in my house, but it was quick. There was no prep. It was like you did bad, you were grabbed, pulled over, whack, 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 and then done with it.
Your brother threw plates at your mother?
Yeah.
How old was he?
He's maybe like 15.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's old to be throwing plates at your mother.
15, 16, 17.
My brother was about 16 or 17 when he went after my mom with a knife, and then left the house, and we didn't see him for years. Years. Something got him going, and he went
Ask
after.
him if I could borrow that knife.
He was like, I think he was buttering a bagel at the time when some shit went down.
It always starts with food.
Something stupid, and then he just left.
It's always like somebody comes home and there's no milk in the fridge. You're like, who the fuck drank all the milk, you know?
I didn't see it for 2 years, and then I was in Daytona Beach for spring break, and I was asking if my brother's down there, because, you know, all the colleges go down, and they pointed to an RV that he was sleeping underneath for the week.
Oh, really?
And I was like, hey, man, what's up? Haven't seen you in a couple of years. And then we partied the rest of the week. It was fun, actually, but whatever.
I want to know about the brother throwing plates at the mother.
I'm not outraged by that. Are you outraged by that?
I'm not outraged by it, but it's
You're not
interesting.
violence in your house?
Not where a teenager was throwing a porcelain object at the mother. No, there was violence, but not like that.
Because my dad would be gone at night. He worked at the post office at nighttime.
Okay.
You know, so there was like no supervision, and like my mom acts like a little kid.
Oh, you got one of those too?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk.
Oh, I know. I have like mental illness runs through my veins, you know?
My mom acts like a teenager to this day. It's like,
right, what the fuck? You're like,
we gotta talk.
Fucking grow up.
We were having this conversation last night because I went and saw it yesterday. And we were talking like, oh my God, she acts like she's 17 years old.
Yes.
With all the gossip and just, oh God. Anyway, how many kids in your family? 5 kids. See, that makes it tough. In all fairness, like I of course my mom was supposed to go nuts. She had 7 within 6 years or something like that.
Right, and everybody praises our mom. They're like, "Wow, you raised 7 kids. Wow, you're an amazing woman."
Yeah,
You're like,
absolutely.
well, you don't know how fucked up your kids are.
Right. Yeah.
So your dad would work and be gone at night.
Right, but my dad's the one who started the violence. You know what I mean?
He would start and then leave?
Yeah.
He would start the tension and then go to work?
I mean, like, no, he would like hit my mom and stuff. You know?
He would hit her.
He would hit her with like a broom and stuff.
Leave marks?
No, she never really got bruises. But
that's fucked up to have your mother getting hit by your father.
Yeah, I remember I was just like 4, you know? And babies have 2 fears. Babies have a fear of falling and of loud noises. So it's like, you know,
right.
That's like traumatizing.
So you would hear like your mother getting beat up or your fucking brother getting beat up by your father.
Right.
Wow.
So then
plus I have 3 little siblings, so I would like always go in to save them, you know,
Protect them.
when they're getting hit.
Did you ever take the beating for them?
All the time, man.
Wow, you're drinking water. You're nervous.
What was
No, why is this good? Because you're talking for a lot of people.
I know a lot of people fucking
A lot of
get
people
beat.
have fucked up upbringings.
Super fucked up.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Are your parents still together?
Yeah, I don't know why. They just can't afford to divorce, you know?
And do you talk to them?
You know what? I sent them a letter.
What was the letter?
I forgive you?
No.
One of those I forgive you, I'm moving
I don't
on?
forgive you. In the letter, I just sort of like outlined everything, you know, fucked up that they did to me.
Good for you.
What did you outline?
I said, you know, what they did. There were 4 things. I read this book called Toxic Parents.
Mm-hmm.
And this therapist teaches people that you don't have to forgive your parents, you know, like, hey, why don't you acknowledge what a fucked up upbringing that I had? You know, like, why don't you ever protect me?
Right.
Right? So, you know, how it's affected my life, what they've done, how it affected my life, what I want them to do about it now.
What did they do that you wanted to tell them?
That like, you know, they never protected us, and that, you know, because they created a atmosphere of violence in the home, like, our older brother would, like, beat us up all the time out of nowhere, you know? So, just, like, you know, just, like, condoning violence as a solution to any problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I mean...
This obviously bothers you to this day.
Yeah. And my brother, he fucking, like, became a cop, you know, because he had so much anger. And that's what happens to a lot of these cops. They become cops, and the background checks aren't thorough enough where nobody ever asked me, like, do you think your brother would make a good cop? Hell no, I don't think he would make a good cop. He's fucking angry, you know?
Yeah, they don't go to the families and say, what kind of person was he?
How long has he been a cop?
Maybe like 10 years or something.
Now, in all fairness, has he been an okay cop?
I don't know.
You don't talk to him?
I mean, he hasn't shot anybody, like...
Right.
You know, he hasn't made the news, I guess. But when people become cops, nobody ever talks to the family. Maybe they should do, like, a more thorough background check of, like, hey, has this guy ever, you know, thrown plates at his mom when he was 15?
So really fast, because Jane Lynch is here. What was I going to say? So you gave him the letter. How did they respond to that?
They wrote me a letter back, really short letter, that didn't acknowledge anything that I had outlined.
Right.
And then they sent me a check for $100.
What was the $100 for?
I don't know. Therapy?
Did they say it's for therapy?
No, they just sent it because they felt bad.
$100 is $100. You don't question it. Just spend it.
You're not sending the $100 back, ever.
No, I would never question 100 beans, 100 beans. All is forgiven.
Dude, I was just going through this last night, talking to my mom. She was telling horrific story. She was telling a story really. I know Jane's here, but I have to say it. So I have a half sister that really got it bad because she was a half sister. Wasn't my mom's biological kid, right? She got it way worse than any of us. And my sister had a spastic stomach and puked a lot. This is the story my mom told last night. So she was puking all the time. So she goes, I finally told her, next time you puke in your bed, I'm going to make you clean it up, because she was frustrated that she was puking all the time. So I'm thinking, okay, how old was she when you told her this? My mom said 6.
Oh.
And my heart dropped. I'm like, why am I even in this fucking room?
Yeah.
And she told it like it was completely normal to tell a 6-year-old, you better stop puking or I'm going to make you clean up your own puke.
Right.
And then she's like, and she stopped puking after I told her that. And I'm like, oh, well, good for you, Mom. Good for you. And then the same sister, and then we'll move on. She finally wrote no, she didn't write my mom. She called her and said, and this was brave on my sister's part, because she finally got therapy and worked through a lot of the shit that went on in our house. And she called my mom. She goes, I just want to let you know, I forgive you for everything you did. And it came from a good place. And said, I just wanted to tell you that, and have a good day, whatever, and hung up. So my mom tells us this story last night. She goes, so what I did was I called her right back and I said, well, I forgive you for everything you did to me.
Oh,
oh my God.
Oh, God.
And she tells us this stuff like she's talking about, like, her, her favorite fucking book.
I know. These people shouldn't have kids. Like,
well,
what the fuck?
I'm glad I'm here. Relax. A life's a life in the end. You kidding me? I never believed in it's not fair for the kid to have, blah, blah. No, a life is a life in the end. All right, we got to get Jane Lynch. Oh, we're going back to this Esther Ku. Esther Ku opening up, huh? All right, but Esther...
maybe she had a disastrous upbringing, too. Yeah. You never know.
My mom?
No, Jane.
Oh, Jane? Yeah. No, I mean, I know my mom had a disastrous upbringing, so then you feel sorry for that person. Like, what the fuck
But you're the child. You shouldn't have to feel sorry for your parents.
Thank you!
They should have their shit together before they fucking fuck without a condom.
Thank you. You could have saved me 2 fucking years of therapy. Exactly. It's not my problem. I'm just a fucking kid in this damn thing.
Exactly.
So you don't feel like, they had a tough time. You're just like, fuck them. They should have handled this a little bit better.
Yeah.
No, they might have had a tough time, though. You don't know how their parents brought them up.
Well, she doesn't give a shit, right? You don't care.
No, I mean, I'm sure they had a tough time, but that doesn't fucking, I had Louis J. Gomez on my podcast, plugging my podcast, and he has a kid, and he was hit when he was growing up, and he has a kid, and he goes, I would never hurt my kid. I didn't even circumcise him. It was just common sense not to hurt a baby.
Yeah.
I
can't imagine.
And I'm like, if a thug like Louis Gomez
but you know what?
Admit that.
I personally can't imagine hitting my own kids, but as soon as you bring this topic up, those phones will fucking light up.
Yeah.
And people have no problem doing it. And look, who am I to say I don't know? I just know that I can't do it.
I beat kids up in my neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, because I was violent. Like, I had to, calm down and...
Karate?
No, I would just, punch them.
You had no skills?
Like,
You just would punch?
These next door neighbors, they would like put juice boxes in our mailbox.
Yeah.
And they're 5 years younger than me. And they were little brats. They were little twins. And they would keep throwing this garbage at our door. And after a while, I just had enough, and I went over there and I punched them. And they started crying to their dad. They're like, she came over here and punched me. And the dad's like, I told you not to go bother them. I'm like, I was like, yes. He's on my side.
Yeah, he kind of said you got what you had coming.
Yeah.
How many siblings do you talk to these days?
3 of them.
3 out of 5, you said?
Yep.
So 2 you don't?
1. No,
you're number 5.
1 is me, stupid.
And I brag I was good at math growing up. Oh, so you only don't talk to 1. And which one is it? Or you don't want to say?
It's the cop brother.
The cop brother, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't see yourself reconciling that?
No, but my little brother is going to ask his girlfriend to marry him. So now I have to
You might have to see him.
I might have to go to the wedding.
But what did he do to you? Was there...
My little brother?
No, the one you don't talk to.
He would beat me up all the time.
In a bad way?
Yeah. Like, he was like...
No, I mean, sibling beating up is a little different.
No, like my parents...
He crossed the line.
My parents would be at church, and my dad would put him in charge of all the kids. Which is something you never fucking do, you know? Like, kids are violent.
Right.
Without, you know what I mean? So, we had no supervision, and he would just slap us, hit us, and...
What was his problem?
I don't know.
He sounds like the bird from that movie where we had the guy in Angelina Jolie's the World War II movie.
Yeah.
What was the name of that fucking movie?
Unbreakable. Unwatchable. Should have been.
Yeah, I liked it. I had some problems with the book was amazing. The bird wasn't scary at all in that fucking movie. In the book, he was horrifying. The shit he did to those guys, or the one guy in general, and the rest of them certainly.
So you might have to see your brother.
Yeah.
It's always weird when you know you have to see somebody you don't want to see.
I could just say I'm against the institution of marriage, you know? And not go.
Right. Can you go and avoid him, or will he try to talk to you?
I just don't want to see his fucking face, you know?
How many years has it been?
I don't know, maybe 6, 7 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be weird. Oh, that sucks.
No, you know what? He fucking showed up at one of my comedy shows in Chicago.
Maybe he was trying to, bury the hatchet.
No, but it was fucking weird because there was a comedy show at a strip club.
Oh, really?
I'm like, you freaking idiots.
He came there for the... Did you talk to him? You must have.
No, I told the manager to kick him out. I was like, fuck this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. We got Jay Lynch outside the door. And Esther Ku.
That's why I smoke so much weed, you know? Because I have PTSD from all of that. I need to, relax.
Hi, Jane Lynch.
Hey, buddy.
First time on our show. How are you?
Oh, thanks for having me.
Welcome. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Wow, we're in a weird, dark place right now, but we'll get out of it. Esther
Are
Ku.
you really? What's going on?
We're talking about horrible childhoods and abusive upbringings.
God,
Yeah.
guys. Well, I come bringing joy.
Oh, you didn't have any problems growing up, Jane Lynch?
I didn't.
You had a supportive household?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
In the comedy world, that's a rarity.
Yeah.
It kind of is, right?
Yeah, I did dig deep for my pain.
Actually,
I had to make it up, actually.
You had to make it all up?
Where did it go wrong for you? It must have at one point. For all of us, it's something. If it's not the parents, it's some...
Yeah, no. Where did it go wrong for me? I used to be a big drinker.
You want your seat lowered? It seems like you need your seat lowered.
Isn't that funny? Because I'm so tall. Yeah.
Could we lower a seat? Or?
No, that's okay. The mic.
You all right?
We raised the mic, so all is well.
All right.
Yeah, I used to drink a lot when I was younger, and that was. I'm sure I drank out of some pain. I mean, believe me, I looked into it. But when I got sober, everything kind of the clouds parted and the sun shone through, and things have been. In fact, I can't even really remember what it was like. I don't even have sense memories of it.
Well, it's kind of the theme of the show because over the weekend I saw Listen to Me, Marlon, the Marlon Brando documentary, and he had a horrendous upbringing too with 2 alcoholic parents.
Yeah.
And it led to him being this great actor. So I don't understand that the greats out there have had shitty upbringings. What is the connection
Well, I think
there?
there's a lot. Well, first of all, there's a lot of people who had shitty upbringings who aren't doing anything.
Right.
That are kind of
good point.
Yeah. So I think it's just. There's some rise with it, but he was never happy, was he? Did you saw the documentary?
It's also, I guess, when you're alone all the time, you just got nothing better to do. You get, so you just do scenes and monologues to yourself and talk to yourself. So you're probably pretty comfortable. Just talking in some kind of a dialogue if you spent the whole childhood talking to a wall.
He never seemed to get over his childhood.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down
Well,
to.
I think we kind of just are wired a certain way, and we're wired to do certain things on this planet, and there are people who are wired, just to dig ditches, and there are people who are, have that special something that when a camera hits them, you go, oh, I want to know what they're thinking. I want to know what they feel, and, I really relate. I want to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got you this? What made you want to be in show business? I just like attention.
Yeah.
That really is it. Like, I love attention.
Yeah, I do. I love attention. It started out with that, and then I love acting. I love creating characters. I love when I kind of made the connection that everything lives in me. And I could. This is what I am is this is my prima materia, digging into me. Everything lives in me. The good, the bad, the ugly, it all lives in me, and I can find it and tap into it and like clay, make something out of it. I love that. That turns my crank.
Absolutely.
Are you one of those people, like Brando said, he could take this thing, like we were talking earlier, where he gets pissed off, and he just had this memory of his father hitting his mother. So he would just kind of pull that up immediately.
Right.
And I'm always fascinated with how you walk around with that type of a sense memory.
Yeah.
And then just, like, how do you pull that up and then go to lunch after and be pleasant?
Right. Well, obviously, I didn't see the documentary, but, I can do that and still go out to lunch afterwards. Now, I didn't experience that in my childhood, but, I have an imagination, and I can imagine that.
Well, something like with Marlon Brando, the memory's right there on the surface.
Right.
And you definitely need downtime after going to those dark places.
Probably
Absolutely.
for him, yeah. Mm-hmm.
A little time to unwind and get back to reality.
Yeah, but then you watch how it all works out.
Anymore.
Just somebody fucking in a food addiction talking to Larry King with his bare feet up. One of the greatest things I've ever seen is him.
Really?
Yeah, him and kissed Larry King. They sang together. He had no shoes on. It's like a complete psychopath.
Yeah.
It's like, what a great way to live.
You've never seen that clip?
No, I haven't.
forgot about that clip until Jimmy just brought it up. It's not in the movie, unfortunately. Yeah, there's the kiss. If you look up on the screen up there.
It's just,
there it is.
He's just a crazy person.
He's just hanging with Larry King, having a good old time, and they're kissing. And, he's got sandals on.
Yeah.
This is from like the early '90s, I think.
I'm just reading that you're deaf in one ear.
I am, yeah.
And which ear?
I'm deaf in my right ear.
How did it happen?
I had we think it's probably from this. I had a really high fever as an infant, and it probably knocked it out.
Oh, so it's like your whole life.
Yeah, whole life. So it's not something I had to adjust to, and I have like bionic hearing in my left ear.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's pretty
cool.
amazing. Yes, I hear nothing from here. It's completely nerve dead, and then the left side is just like.
So when you have sex, would you rather their head be on your right or left side?
Depends on my mood. Do I want to hear what you have to say, or do I want to ignore you?
That's funny.
Do you feel like you're missing something, or no? Or do you not even?
No, but I wonder every once in a great while. I wonder if music, because I love music. I wonder if I'm missing something about music.
Is your left nipple more sensitive than your right also?
But I will say that the left side of my face is definitely more animated in the better side, which you're getting right now. This side, not so much. Not made for TV.
I think your right side looks perfectly fine.
No,
Jane
well,
Lynch.
thanks. Thank you.
Yes, and I don't think you're missing anything in music if you love it that much.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But it is odd. You are, because you have the sense of putting in two earbuds or putting the headphones on.
Right.
And you're only getting it out of one side.
Right. Yeah, now that I don't know.
What about those implants that are making like babies here for the first time?
Yeah.
And those videos on YouTube where everyone freaks out.
The last time I checked, when I was at the House Institute of Hearing, which was about 2 years ago, for my particular malady, which is nerve deafness, the nerves never come back. It's the one place in the body, from what I understand, that your nerves do not regenerate.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then bite. But you know what? It's all right.
You're used to it.
I got bigger fish to fry.
There was a documentary on some people that they were a married couple and they were both deaf, and they were able to get their hearing. Like, I think for the first time ever, and I think the wife got it first, and then the husband, and they lived for a while,
and they broke up.
And they regretted.
Did they break up?
No, I don't know.
We're all thinking the same thing.
We're going down the dark road.
They regretted they ever got their hearing.
Oh, but you could tell by my inflection this was not going to end well.
Right.
But I think they both got rid of the implants.
Oh, they did?
Went back to being deaf. They didn't like.
They didn't like it. It was probably assaultive. Can you imagine going through your life with that? There's a level of peace that we don't know, because we are assaulted by sound all the time. I was just in your green room, and there you can hear some show. I think it's Howard Stern. Yeah. So that's kind of on the background. We can't really understand what they're saying. It's just like noise in the background. And then they turned on the Today Show. And so it's and we turned it off. We turned off the television. I mean, we are assaulted by sound. You go into a store and they've got, you can't even really discern what it is. It's like it's
it's shopping music.
It's shopping music. Maybe
it's
it makes you
subliminal.
buy more or something, but it drives me crazy.
Do you meditate?
No, not formally, but I do kind of breathe.
I've tried it. I can't do it. I get itchy. I try to I'm going to be peaceful, and my fucking back itches. I'm like, this stinks.
Don't do it. You know, what I think the best thing to do is you have to know your own wiring, but is to just eliminate the noise, which is what I do. I don't watch television. I don't listen to you guys gab. I don't do it. I'm sorry, although this is a fascinating conversation.
No, but that's why you're happy to be.
This is Jimmy.
Hey,
that's Esther Ku.
and you are. Hey, nice to meet
Esther
you.
Ku.
Yeah, and I don't know how to segue into Febreze.
Yeah,
right
I was going to do it for you. I was going to do it.
You could be. You could segue into Febreze. Being totally deaf stinks.
It stinks, and there are 12 stinks of Christmas.
I was going to say, so what are you promoting, Jane Lynch? Yeah, you got a parody video, the 12 Stinks of Christmas?
Yeah, it's on YouTube right now, and it's goofy and funny, and Matthew Morrison, who was my co-star in Glee, sings it with me. And, I've been working with Febreze for a couple of years now. I friggin' love it. Excuse my French, but I love it. I love it. I love the smell of it, and I eliminate sounds from my life. I also like to eliminate the stinks.
So you basically, it's like a commercial.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's not a complete commercial.
Right. Hopefully there's some laughs in there. Is what you're saying.
Hopefully,
yes.
yeah. And I laughed. Well, I'll leave it to you guys.
I rely on Febreze a lot when I smoke weed.
Do you? Yeah. Does it really eliminate? Oh,
totally.
There you go. Well, it eliminates odors for darn sure. Like when you have your garbage too long, which is my favorite.
You should go after the pot people in the commercials.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
For sure. Pot people who have kids and then you need to go back in the house and deal with their children to not,
You're missing a whole market, Jane
to
Lynch.
trick them into thinking they're not smoking weed.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it bad to say I never saw Glee?
No.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I feel bad.
Oh, don't.
It was like a
feel bad.
huge show.
Yeah, that's okay. It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you.
She's basically saying it was for young people. It wasn't for you older men.
But it was a monster hit.
It was a monster hit, especially those first couple of years were just really heady and wonderful.
I've seen the game show, though. I like that.
Good. Hollywood Game Night.
I love Jane Lynch. I just didn't see the Glee. Is that still going on?
Hollywood Game Night? Yeah, we just shot 12 more episodes that I think will come out in the winter, late winter. And yeah, I love doing it. It's a lot of fun.
Nice, easy, fun.
Easy gig. It's like having a little party.
Right, every night.
Yeah.
In front of, I don't know, a few
million.
Billion,
well,
wow.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, our numbers are just, off the charts.
Yeah.
Well, it's always on the airplane.
Yeah, they're always on American
It's one
Airlines.
of those airplane shows.
Yes.
That's always on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I catch up on my TV is on airplanes.
Right.
And they said you never had a coming out moment either. It just kind of happened. There was never any moment where you came out and said, yes, I'm gay. And then it was just.
No one ever asked. No one ever asked, so I never answered.
Would you get around it or not get around it? It's just people kind of become just second nature. They just go, well, I was out on a date and the person said, I know, they just kind of remove gender when discussing, or were you just.
Right. You know what? I don't remember a moment of making that decision. It just,
It just was what it was.
Well, that's right, because I think people like, Ellen, Melissa Etheridge, and Katie Lang, and all those folks who had kind of stood up and said, oh, by the way, you love me, I'm a great artist, I'm gay.
Right.
It kind of took that for, they kind of cleared a path.
Ellen really pushed it forward for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I don't think that if you were to ask her, do you want to do that in this life?
Right.
I don't think she would have said yes, and I think she was a little, kind of a reluctant hero in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think that she was ever said no, but she kind of got pushed into it and finally had to go, okay.
Right. But it helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
felt okay, I can do this now.
Exactly. And, a lot of people thought that her career would, fizzle out, and look where she is.
Oh, my God, it got bigger.
Unbelievable. She is like an empire. People love her. And it's all those Midwestern ladies who go to the show and dance with her, and they just love her. And it's she's done a great thing.
Right, people think the Midwest can't handle gay people. You're right. That most of that audience is they're not these slick city people. They're people from the Midwest, and they don't give a shit.
Middle-aged housewives.
Yeah,
love the Ellen.
Yeah, they do.
Love Dancing with the Ellen.
They do.
How do you feel when you see these actors, like, just there's a lot of actors that, like, something will happen where everybody kind of knows. I feel bad for them where they feel this need to deny it because I guess they're afraid that the roles will be affected or they won't be able to be leading men.
Does that still happen? I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a difference between character actors and ingenues because they want America to project their hopes and dreams romantically on these people, and if you know that like say somebody like Brad Pitt is really gay, that would affect his or he doesn't really work that much anymore. But I'm trying to think of somebody more recent, like Ryan Gosling. Let's say Ryan Gosling was gay. It would affect his career.
I guess it would, right?
Yeah.
Be hard for people to see them.
Yeah, I think it would. And you know what? We'll get past that. Broadway's past that for darn sure. Broadway, they're teeming with the gays. It's fairly teeming.
Teeming.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. Like why? Like I was watching Judy Garland the other day, and I know I'm going down a really dangerous road. But I was watching just her do some type of an interview or something, and I'm like, I don't understand how did gay people get married to Judy Garland? Maybe I don't understand what it is about her that people found so fascinating.
You mean like the gay men?
They all love her so much, but I'm like, why? Like, not that she was terrible, but I didn't understand what did she represent that people liked her so much.
She's an icon for.
Not that she's untalented, but I don't understand, how did, how, people get associated with somebody else, how did it become a gay stereotype?
Well, Madonna has that, and Cher had that for a while. Same type of thing.
I think it's the kind of unabashed femininity that they had, and the kind of the emotional, I'm moving my body in a certain way. You're getting this, kind of an emotional, I saw a crazy person yesterday, God bless him, walking down the street, a guy acting out the role of a wronged, betrayed wife. And he was going, stay away from my man! And he was moving like this. He was like doing, Judy Garland or something. Not that she was ever like that exactly, but, he was obviously a gay man, but he was like acting out this kind of femme fatale thing. There's kind of a sadness and I think there's something there,
How great is New York?
Yeah, I know. I love it.
I love walking around New York. You see this on a daily basis.
It's the top of his lungs just having this huge scene.
How great is that guy? Do you know how good you have to be at acting out a scene for someone to pick up on your character choice as they're walking by?
Like
you picked up the whole story in probably what is a 3-second interaction with this guy.
And I looked back and he was moving like this, and he was, doing the whole femme fatale thing.
I'm looking forward to Mascots.
Yeah.
With Christopher Guest.
It's going to be great.
And they're going to release it just on Netflix?
Yeah.
Interesting.
A Netflix production. Yeah, and the whole gang's back.
The whole game has changed because there was a time when you released it just to video on demand or something like that. Most of us were like, all right, this project isn't that great, or they would have put it in theaters, but that's not the case anymore. No. And Mascots is going to be released on Netflix exclusively.
And they're like the best people to work for. Excuse me, they're very... I know Chris wouldn't have done it. Chris Guest wouldn't have done it if he couldn't have, how he always does it, which is he has all his own say. But they're so smart at, hooking up with good people like Kevin Spacey and Gingy Cohen from Orange is the New Black and saying, do your thing. Just do your thing.
That's smart. Let the artists do their thing.
Let them do their thing.
It's also, I have no patience to sit through anything. I can't watch a series anymore until it's done and then go back and just watch all of them. The idea of waiting week to week is just, it's torture.
It's stupid now. They don't have to do that.
It's an old model. I know it's an old model. It's
all about binge watching now because you get hooked
Nobody's
on
going to get the flu shot if you want to stay home and be sick and watch Netflix all day.
Not a bad idea.
I get the flu shot. I don't wear condoms, but I do get the flu shot. It's very ironic, but very selective.
He's not lying, by the way. Funny lying, but it's also reality for
Well, there's really no need to. Losing my erections as I get older.
When does Mascots come out?
I don't know.
It's going to be... She has to go! Jane Lynch has to go.
Oh, I do? What?
I just got that message.
12 Stinks at Christmas, you guys.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube. It was released today, and there's 2 scents. There's Jolly Pine, and there's Cherry Cranberry, and they smell like Christmas. So it's the official. There's Matt Morrison right now doing his thing with me, and there's Doug the Pug is featured in this video.
There's jokes in this, so
there are jokes.
People should go check out 12 Stinks at Christmas. We'll tweet it out on our accounts for you, Jane Lynch.
Maddie, he's so cute. Yeah, thanks so much. much.
I like the fact that you came in, you were promoting something, and you had like a real chat, and then at the end you go, okay, yeah, this is what I'm promoting. I wish everyone did that, but people try to come in and segue it into the entire discussion, but it never works. Like, that was great.
Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Did he?
Did he?
No, yeah. He was the one that was whatever.
Hey, I'm seamless,
It's to
man.
its side now.
Yeah.
I'm just going for
slide
something.
right in there, and I'm going to slide right out, and I'm dropping a little message along the way. 12 Stinks of
See
Christmas,
there,
YouTube.
we just tweeted out Jane Lynch and Matthew Morrison sing the 12 Stinks of Christmas.
Great.
Febreze and tweet. There you
Yeah,
go.
tweet.
It's out there.
Oh, it's been twatted, as they say.
Pleasure to meet you finally,
Pleasure
Jane
to
Lynch.
meet you too. Let's do this again.
We will do this again.
All
We're going
right.
to take a quick break and continue with Esther Ku. Stay there.
Opie and Jim are back.
Back with Esther Ku. Want to thank Jane Lynch for coming by. I liked her. First time I met her.
She's very nice.
I've seen her walk these halls here and there, but we finally got her on the show. I'm not sure if the Febreze people were happy, but we were very happy with our Jane Lynch segment.
They were very unhappy, but I understand why. Like, we were talking about child abuse and her,
And Febreze covers it all up.
They do. Oh, yeah, I mean,
that's perfect.
But
That's their slug line.
Esther's saying get it for people who smoke pot. Like, if we do an interview with someone and Febreze is thrilled with it,
then we're not doing our job.
I would say that I wouldn't have enjoyed doing that interview, but she was very nice just to talk to. And you mentioned Febreze at the end. These product people have to understand
that no one gives a fuck to
Like,
that
you can't
extent.
be such a robot about it.
Like, we'll plug it, we'll mention it, but if we would have just talked to her about Febreze,
Oh God, no.
nobody wants to fucking hear that shit.
That's like these companies that have Twitter accounts and think they're
Follow us. No, I don't want to follow Beefsteak Charlie's on fucking Twitter.
Why would I do that? Right. I like a burger every once in a while, but I'm not following you on Twitter.
That's the first thing that occurs to you.
Absolutely.
Damn, American companies.
Go like us on Facebook.
Why?
You're a flip-flop company.
Right.
Give a fuck.
Right. Why am
Make
I liking
shower
you?
shoes.
Exactly. We try to entertain people. It's hard to fucking get them to like us.
Exactly.
And you're just a product. Who cares?
Silly.
I don't think I follow or like any products online. I'm trying to think.
No. Morning After Pill. I follow them. I like them on Facebook. I back them 100%.
So I heard they were trying to yank her out of here, the Febreze people.
Are you sure they were the Febreze people?
Probably, yeah.
Because there were 5 people and one was not having it, so you got to assume that's the Febreze person.
Man, they're so uptight.
Yeah.
I thought your angle on the pot was perfect.
Right?
They're going to make believe people that smoke pot don't use their product?
If they want a viral video, they would make that.
Right.
If they're actually
Right.
looking for a viral video, they have, college kids sitting around spraying this Febreze.
Febreze, yes.
They don't know that.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Oh, they know. They just don't want to, talk about it.
They could have commercials that air in Colorado, Washington, Oregon, and California. And then the rest of the states.
California's not official yet, is it?
Well, they
It's a state, yeah.
For medicinal.
They're fighting for statehood. I'm in Puerto Rico.
I thought they were still on the fence. Not official yet, but medicinal is huge out there, obviously. It might as well be.
It's all, like,
It might as well
Venice
be-
Beach is all 420 doctors.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's just a technicality.
It's
so
everywhere.
stupid. So when are they going to vote it in officially?
They're
Does
more
anyone know
conservative
that?
than you think out. Like,
They're still allowing the medicinal things to pop up everywhere, right?
There's still anti-gay marriage out there.
Let's go on a field trip.
Or has it been made legal now? But Iowa had it before California did. So California is not this oasis of freedom that everybody thinks it is. You know what I mean?
Didn't
because
California have it and then they repealed it?
I think so. Yeah, I didn't know if it went back and became.
I mean, Schwarzenegger was a Republican, right?
It might be legal now.
Yeah.
He was.
So they're not as.
For gay marriage?
No, I mean, like, the state isn't as liberal as.
Right,
some
that's
people
what I'm
think,
saying, yeah.
Just
Right.
because they have pockets of liberalism.
Yeah.
And medical marijuana pretty much every mile.
Getting zooted.
Getting zooted out there, right. We're going to have Reverend Run in here. Rev Run in a little bit. He's a little late. It should be here soon.
Surprising. Very surprised.
How you said that. Surprising. Book claims Hillary Clinton made Bill get tested for HIV because he favored unprotected sex.
Good boy, Bill.
And then he
Attaboy.
tried to seduce Jackie Kennedy.
Right.
Wow.
Fucking raw dog it. He met her in the hospital, too. His timing was off.
He met her in the hospital?
Well, I was implying when her husband got shot that he met her there.
God. Stupid.
What are you doing here, pretty lady? Looks like you spilled some ketchup on your dress. Hey, what's all that? A bunch of macaroni or something? Stick my big prick inside your...
What does she care? She's a freaking lesbian anyway.
Well, we don't know that, Esther Ku. That's your fine opinion.
Nah, I think it's okay to say that. Then she can sue us and we can depose her. I'd love to get her in a court of law. Have you ever lapped a vagina? Yes or no? Hey, it looks like you got pillbox hat on or something. What's a bunch of fucking pills in there or something?
Show us how you
Who you here with this shit?
Show us how you properly lick a pussy.
Yeah, the trunk of my car's all messed up. Could you clean it?
Oh, God.
They're just so desperate for PR right now.
Who?
Them, the Clintons.
I don't think she wants this out there.
Of course she does. This is all strategy.
This is strategy.
This is all these people. They all like plan this ahead of time.
In their new book, Bill and Hillary. So this is that thing called Love from Blood Moon Productions. Darwin Porter and Danforth Prince claim that due to Bill Clinton's reputed prolific philandering, Hillary once demanded that he be tested for HIV since he favored unprotected sex.
I think what would help them if they released nude pictures of Chelsea Clinton.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
You think
they I think that would help her win. You know?
It wouldn't hurt.
Right?
Chelsea's quite cute.
Bill had the hots for former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. Tried to seduce her in her Fifth Avenue apartment. We almost indulged in a wrestling match.
Is she older than him?
It was It was most embarrassing, they report. Jackie told friend Katharine Graham, the former Washington Post publisher. I mean, I was flattered that I turned him on so much at my age, but Bill was just like Jack in the sense that neither of them wanted to take no for an answer.
Just, I just want to stick it in here and look where President Kennedy used to go. Oh, God. I'm going to put it in there. Don't you hang out with that Greek shipping magnate. Chip Clinton.
Yes, stupid. Ever since that day, I prefer not to be alone with Bill, she said.
Oh, God, he was rapey. Jesus.
Book claims, well, he wouldn't take no for an answer, just like good old Jack. JFK. Book claims that while Graham didn't spill the beans, she once repeated the anecdote to Truman Capote over dinner. I don't think Truman Capote's going to keep your secret.
No, that's probably not the right
person to said, is it possible to quote me laughing at the sheer absurdity of this story? So the Clintons are laughing at that, saying that's ridiculous. But what are they going to say?
Yeah. What's he going to say? I tried to stick it in and she said no?
What scumbags are writing this book?
Oh, are they wrong? Who knows?
If you look at the book, it doesn't look very professional.
Yeah. Got no cover. It's Bill and Hillary. He's kissing on the cheek. It looks believable to me.
I was on the yearbook staff in high school. I could have done a better job.
Exactly. Yeah,
like, what is this?
Starting to think it's a couple scumbags.
Like, pick one picture.
Yeah, I don't like a three-picture cover.
Like, what is this, an Instagram collage?
Well, you don't think it's well done?
But maybe they're going for the Instagram crowd.
Huh? Good point, Esther.
Yeah, they are.
Maybe there should be a selfie pic or something. I don't know. I think there are a couple of fucking opportunities. Whatever.
Let's ask Reverend Run. What
is he here?
Childhood he is.
He's walking down the hall.
Oh. All right.
He's coming to us now.
All right. I want to ask him about the proper bath. I enjoy a good bath.
Good question.
Yeah, I'm going to try to talk
him. He's a bath expert?
I enjoy a good soak. I like to soak it up a little
Why
bit.
is he known for his baths?
Because he would take them at the end of the episode.
Yeah. You never saw his reality show?
What show?
Run's House?
No.
It was pretty good. Wasn't bad. Now he's doing a reality show where he travels with his family for the travel
So he would
channel.
take a bath at the end?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got a couple philosophy books, some candles, a very sudsy.
Where's the Oh, yeah.
Got his BlackBerry.
He's doing it for the camera, though.
He's got his hat on the side. I don't know. That looks like an impressive bathtub.
Well, they have to put balls in there so his fucking dick isn't showing.
That's true.
Very impressive.
I don't know if I could take a bubble bath at this point in my life.
Why?
I don't know. It's fucking for a woman's activity. Calgon, take me away, put my little feet up.
Guys aren't allowed to relax either?
That's how you clean
relax, but I
clean
blow a
your
load over
anus.
myself. I don't sit in the tub.
You gotta sit in the tub and relax.
I relax in the shower like a man.
No.
Then I do feminine things in bed. Put on thigh highs like a girl.
But you're nice. You're a nice tub size.
I am a little guy. Thank you, Esther.
You're perfect for most tubs.
Esther and I sometimes will have little talks, and she'll hug me and she'll go, "You're such a tub-sized boy." And I'll go, "Thank you."
You could even fit in some farmer sinks.
You think I'm a man who's slight of frame.
You're
a tough guy, but
do you ever role play being a baby and being washed?
No, I've tried to, and the girls don't go for it. Sometimes, like when they're sucking my dick, I'll go, and they always think, "Did you not do that? You're turning me off."
There's got to be somebody who liked it.
This is a big thing for like baby role play. Like, I don't get it. It's not my thing, but I would do it.
There's got to be some barren women out there who would like doing that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't phrase it like that to them. Like, Miss, your womb is a warehouse.
Like maybe like an 8-foot tall woman.
Yes.
And you could be her baby.
Rev Run.
Yeah, I would do it. I mean, I'm not.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
How are you? What's going on? We were just talking about taking baths.
Really?
Yeah, because I see nothing. You don't like that?
Yeah, I put her.
You can sit right there.
Okay. Baby up here.
Hello.
What's going on, man? We were talking about baths because I enjoy a good bath.
You do?
I enjoy a good soak. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Stays in the tub.
People don't like it.
I can't stay in too long though.
No, it mess you up.
My skin gets all pruny. I got to get out of there.
Because he was saying, like, I mock him for taking baths. I don't think it's appropriate for men to do a lot of, but he takes a lot of baths, and we saw that you were doing it. So, is that something you do all the?
Scarface in the big tub. It's actually not that feminine. It's
You know what?
Cool.
That's a fair. All right, that's a fair point. I didn't think.
Yeah, you think you went the wrong route. You forgot Scarface sitting with his cigar, like, you know what? With the cigar, the whole thing. I don't think he was soft at all. So
No, you're right. I forgot that about.
Look, see.
I forgot that about Scarface, and you forgot that he killed people. So we both forgot things.
But
about
that's almost
You were trying to call it soft.
But that's almost a swimming pool, though.
You were calling it basically kind of soft and feminine, and I was
No,
just
that's a
pointing
big
out
jacuzzi.
that
Yeah,
that
it's
guy
giant
was not
tub.
soft.
No, he certainly wasn't.
That was my point.
All right, fair
But you ended every episode Run's house with a little philosophy in a
But that's where
bathtub.
I
What's wrong
chill.
with that?
I like the tub. I like the
Yeah.
jacuzzi. I push the button, the bubbles come, and I'm happy.
Right. I pushed
Does
my.
anything else come?
No, just the bubbles out the side. The water just moves around the tub. Very nice.
Massages some things.
Yeah, just massages my back. I
Yeah.
have several.
Do you ever position the jet stream right over your butthole?
No, I don't,
No?
I'm not into that stuff. I'm just like chilling. At that moment, I'm just kind of relaxed. I'm not thinking about that.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he's a nice man.
He's a man of God.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a real reverend.
Yes, I am.
Yes, he is. He's a man of
Oh.
God.
That's fine.
What made you from it's a big jump from like the kind of your
Not for rock stars. Rock stars either become like reverends or yogi, or they go into peace. After running amok, you really find something to center you.
was that what's happening? You were kind of going a little bit.
Yeah. I was a rock star. Like, and you just, you're looking for God after, basically thinking that you own the world. Like, everybody's screaming all day and, oh my God, and you get kind of lost. So you come down off that high and you're like, wait a minute, there's got to be more to it than, gold albums and stuff.
Did you hit like a bottom, like where you were?
The bottom was my top. My top was my bottom. So you understand that whole luxury, that whole I'm the greatest, that whole thing is empty. There's an empty place in.
You have to think that God is the greatest?
I know God is the greatest.
But what if you know you're the greatest?
Well, God is in me, so he's cool with that. God resides inside of me. So I, being God living in me, we rock together.
Do you remember the day you thought you were the greatest? Like, what was going
Cover
on?
of Rolling Stone magazine. They
You
wrote
do
it.
remember.
Yeah, it was the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. They were like, as he sits here, the greatest rapper on the planet Earth, or something, how they started it, and it
Yeah.
felt good. And then that feeling kind of just goes away, and you're like, I need more than this. So my top was my bottom.
But most people would want to like recapture that moment. Like a lot of guys in your profession, rock stars, they're like, I
wanted
want
to capture. That's why I have my wife with me. I wanted to just raise my family and find. I'm now into when I sit in a chair, and I'm like, gets no better than this. I'm at gets no better than this because I realize it gets no better than this. Because then you're always looking for better. How
Right.
can I sell more albums? How can I get more money? How can I? And then you realize.
No, I understand all that, but it seems like it's rare that you were able to see through all that, because most guys, my point is, most guys in your position would go, I just need more of that. And I don't care what I do and what I destroy to stay on the cover of Rolling Stone and keep the hit records going. And you were able to say, nah, that's not really going to keep me happy.
I felt like I had seen the mountaintop, and that was it. Like, I knew that the next high if it has to be this over and over, it's not gonna. It's just. I felt that feeling.
Yeah.
And that feeling was empty.
Did people who you knew, because if I went to my friends and said, look, I'm thinking about becoming a reverend, they would not take it well.
I wasn't thinking about becoming a reverend. I just went to church.
Oh, you just started going to
church? And in the Pentecostal church, you end up being an usher. You know, I was an usher for a little while, and I became a walking deacon. What's that? That's just an usher with another name. So I became a walking deacon. I was loving and this thing just got wrapped around my neck as I kept going because studying, yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. So being in church, it just happened. I didn't go there for this.
Was this before? Like, did this happen?
I didn't choose this collar. This collar chose me.
Nice.
Was this when Jam Master Jay was killed? Was this before or after, or kind of in the?
I was in church when it was said to me through a two-way sky pager, and then we just stopped the service for a little bit and we prayed and.
Oh, you got a text almost while you were in church.
I was around the pulpit. A page. It was a two-way sky pager back then.
Wow,
it was a lot.
I'm amazed. Would you normally check that in the middle of the thing, or do you know it must have been important?
I was a rapping reverend type of guy. I'm checking. Oh snap. You know, but people actually there's Bible apps and stuff like that, so people can check their stuff and you can.
He wasn't preaching
at that moment.
Oh,
I was up there. I was like assisting the pastor.
And did you tell him like, look what I just got?
Yeah, of course. And then we stopped and bowed our head and prayed, and I had to go deal with it from there.
Was it like, it's always surprising when somebody is killed, but it was one of those things like, oh man, I was worried he was going down this road, or did it come as a total shock?
He was just in the studio. It was nothing for me to believe that there was something.
Because he stayed in the studio all the time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything that.
No, it wasn't nothing he was doing.
Oh, okay. We had
DMC.
Yeah, Darryl came in and
wow.
What did he talk?
What story he has to tell?
What song was it that
about his life?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot.
And his mom was a huge Run-D.M.C. fan and didn't even know she was the birth mom of DMC.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that something?
She was a huge fan of you guys.
He didn't tell me that, so you know something I didn't know.
Are you guys still close at all, or do you talk at all?
We tour. We went out recently. We performed. We just did lip sync battle with LL Cool J for Christmas special.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago.
I saw you guys in Philly for I think it was the first
Made
time.
America.
Yeah, I was telling them about
our first time in years.
with Pearl Jam and stuff.
Yeah, it was cool.
You didn't do a lot of dates after that, right?
We've done
here and there
since that day.
Yeah,
maybe 15, 20.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Does it bring back anything for you if you do that stuff? Like, oh no, this is kind of where I was before.
Oh no. I'm very balanced in my thinking. I love my phase of being Run-D.M.C. I love being a dad. I love being married, and I love life.
How long have you guys been together?
21 years married.
Justine, right?
Yep.
Okay, I was trying to remember.
Justine Simmons. Yeah, she's a part of my new things that we do on a lot of television.
Right.
We have the show on the Travel Channel.
Yeah, let's dig into that. First of all, Run's House was a great show. I really enjoyed that one. That was one I absolutely watched. And now you guys are doing it for the Travel Channel, basically.
Travel Channel, yeah.
You changed it up a little bit.
Around the world.
So where you guys go? What places?
Oh my God, we've been to
Jamaica, Mexico City,
Tokyo,
Thailand,
Iceland,
Istanbul.
We're talking on top of each other. Let's keep going.
We're not talking on top of each other. You were going and then I was going,
loving
right?
it. It's like I'd hit a city and you'd hit a place at the same time.
Oh, really? Were we going at the same time?
Yeah, it was hitting
Did you smoke a little
time.
weed in Jamaica?
No.
But isn't is that against being religious? Like the Rastas think it was very kind of close to God. And
I don't know what's considered, not religious. It's just not for me anymore. I smoked a lot of weed before.
I never
Like when you ask that question, like, was I bothered by being Run-D.M.C. now that I'm a reverend? No. I just don't smoke the weed, but I rock the mic.
Okay, so
I can rock the mic too. I just want y'all to know I got a mean 16, just in case anybody cares.
What does it mean, 16?
16
bars?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
She just
Well, give us a little 16 bars. I mean,
okay, so
now we're going to
right
put you on the
here,
spot.
this is what the Beatles, actually, what you're looking at. Is,
Abbey Road.
Yes, and that's us walking,
That's you running across the street because the people get killed there. They get hit by cars because cars are sick of them.
Really got killed?
Oh, yeah, they get run over.
Have you seen the website?
Wow.
It's 24 hours a day. You could watch people reenacting the Abbey Road photo. We did it for like 2 hours one day, laughing our butts off. And you see all the near misses because that traffic light is really short, and they're trying to get their friend in place, and then the cars are flying.
I don't know
Why
how
would
we
you
did
do
it.
that?
I guess you saw Miley running. She must have been scared for her life.
It's called Crossing Cam, I think.
Well, if you guys have a TV crew and you are,
No, we had to wait like everybody.
Oh, you did? They didn't
There
just
was
hold
a
traffic
line
up?
of people.
Look, I want to turn you on to
That's
this. This
happening
is
live.
live
I wish
right
you guys would have
now.
saw us do it. That would have been so amazing.
We wouldn't have known it was you, though, because it's this far away. Like, you can't really see who's doing it. You just see figures coming across the street.
All right, so the light's red. Let's see if anyone goes for it in this particular light change. No, they didn't.
What
but
time is it there?
I don't.
6 hours ahead, so
about
it's a
4 in the
dismal
afternoon,
place.
maybe.
So, yeah.
But if we keep it on long enough, you'll see a lot of people trying to reenact that shot.
We were there.
It was
we
a
saw
line.
it.
We had to wait our turn. It wasn't like you got cameras, so you get
And
to
we
go.
got real
Oh, really?
scared
They got,
'cause
we
of-
got cameras too, bro.
Yeah.
That's how they we got our own cameras. I don't
Sure.
care.
But what? But why wouldn't they stop the traffic for you so you could get the proper
Because
shot?
the traffic would never happen. It's all day.
Right.
They do need to figure
But you're
that out.
Reverend Run and Justine with the 16 bars.
Right. They didn't care.
Well, my group was called the Fly Five.
The Fly
Why do you
Five?
keep going back to that, bro?
Okay,
You're gonna
sorry.
ruin everything.
Okay.
My album went 10.
Oh, you like that?
She didn't put out an album. Yeah, she wants to start stuff. I could tell. That be at the.
Esther, do
Okay, so
Esther, do you
anyway,
want to start stuff?
We went to Tokyo.
I see it every minute. You start and stuff.
She's yeah.
She's a stuff
Tokyo.
starter.
We did Tokyo. We did.
Let's just get her a sign that says stuff starter. I could feel it all in her.
I thought the jacuzzi thing was a good question. Maybe not right off the bat. Maybe try to
Okay,
warm up to
I
the guest a little bit
Well,
before
she
you ask
didn't
about
know.
the ball bag
Number
and the
one,
jacuzzi
she didn't
thing.
know that he was a real reverend.
Right.
So that's number one.
Yeah.
I think she's.
16 bars. I do want to know, though, is that means you can sing or you've written a song? I just don't know what the term means.
Well, usually it's like a rap. A guy will have 16 bars.
Okay.
And so I just said I got to mean 16.
She wanted it to rhyme.
All right, put a
Even
beat
if
on,
it's-
Opie.
She's not gonna rhyme.
She wants to.
Not gonna happen.
Do you do it around the house?
No, I stop her every time. Like, this conversation should not be going here. We have a television show
We
on
went to
Travel
Rio.
Channel.
Went to Rio.
Went to Rio.
I love that place. Our favorite, his is Bali, but now and mine was Dubai. He's starting to change now.
Listen,
What is that?
I'm just going to say that I went around the world without my family as Run-D.M.C. And I figured I would take my family and I'd be able to enjoy the town, but I wasn't able to because they got me doing crazy stuff like that. And you see me put on.
That's you.
Yeah, it's me and my son. And
You
that's
dress like a
Miley.
disciple.
That's her too. So we
Wow,
they
that's
had
you
me-
guys.
That's Dubai?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
Did you go to the top of the... That's kind of like the Vegas of the
We
Middle
went
East, though?
skiing in Dubai.
I heard. You
In
can go
the
to the
mall.
beach. You can
Right,
go
I
to
knew you was
the,
gonna be
the
confused.
mall skiing thing you did.
Yeah, they have a skiing.
It's real.
Yeah,
Cold,
very real.
everything.
Cold. You
It's
think
amazing.
you're in New York.
How high is it?
High. It's just snow.
No, I need
and
a
penguins.
better answer than that.
High is the
You're right.
answer. We don't know.
Did you do the...
High.
We don't know.
That's the same thing.
We didn't have like
Yes, we did.
measuring tape like this is 6
No,
inches.
we are supposed to know
Opie's
that.
gonna ask us
I
how
don't know.
high. So we had it all
I'll tell you
prepared.
why, because I loved skiing. I don't know if I would love skiing in a mall because
Oh, you
it's not
wouldn't.
high enough.
Oh, it was high.
No, it's high.
They
It's
had
high.
You
And
gotta
it's
think
cold.
about Dubai. They got money. They will
Right.
buy.
Yeah.
And the joke was, do buy or don't buy, because she was trying to have me buy everything out there. So that was an ongoing.
It's very
thing.
expensive, apparently.
And every time I passed the camel, I go hump day. There's a
Yeah,
lot
we
of stuff going on.
Yeah, we went.
I was
that
around
was
camels.
annoying.
I said that so much. The cameraman was going hump day. Guess what day it is?
Why would
And they
that bother the cameraman? I would have
'Cause I
enjoyed
said
that every
it
time.
10,000
All right.
oh,
No,
that's
he
you.
said it was like annoying.
I'm a big Run-D.M.C. fan, though. I
Oh,
would have
sorry.
enjoyed it every
Okay.
time.
This is inside the mall I'm looking at. So it looks like it's as
Yes.
big as Giant Stadium because they showed it outside.
Yeah.
This is
Look how it's
inside.
going up.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a big mall. It's at least 3 stories.
Wow.
And guess what? The next day we went to the desert and was on camels.
Did you go to the top of the tower? I want to go there just to go to the top of the Burj Tower because I'm afraid of heights. Did you go to the top of that?
No, we didn't. Our producer was.
Where did we go?
Afraid.
We went, right?
Wait, because the producer's afraid you don't get to do that?
No, we didn't.
That's a
want
once
to
in a
do that.
Yeah, I was the
lifetime.
producer. I must have been afraid. Well, you know what I mean.
You wouldn't go to the top of that?
I don't know. We went camel riding. We went skiing.
In
we
Dubai?
went, yeah,
I know
and we
that.
also went and got jewelry.
Yeah.
She tried to buy the whole store.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't allow it.
What was that called? The gold.
Don't bring it up. Gold soup. look up the word ghost. So this guy on the computer, I want him for my house. He can just like,
too.
I need help.
And the fans would love it if you had him for your house.
Come to work at Run's house. I need an assistant that could just pull up everything I'm saying. I'm like, hello. He pulls up the word hello. You know what I'm
he's really good.
Like, he's too good. I'm like, how is this happening? Every time we say anything, you say the word anything, it's up.
It's
word
up there.
anything.
No,
You
he's
got
really
ball
good.
skiing quickly.
And we
Justine,
do need an assistant.
why did you like Rio so much? That was your number one place?
It was just so
Filming the show
fun.
for the Travel Channel? What's
First
the name of the
all,
show called?
Rev runs around the world.
Premieres this
Get it?
Wednesday at 10 on Travel Channel.
Yeah.
But why did you like Rio?
Rev runs, and it's kind of like a
Around the
verb.
world,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Right.
Rev runs, as in, yes.
I think because
Was it the
Rio. First of all, what was beautiful. First of all, I don't think anybody worked because from morning to night,
everybody's on the streets running
the
around having
beach
fun?
is crowded. Never any dead time. Like, oh, this must be a work
There's somebody
day.
on the beach now.
No, thousands of people.
Man.
But it seems like almost like just a vacation place. Like people don't live there or something because it's just all fun. And
You're thinking that everybody's
that
there
was
on vacation.
crazy.
I've gone
Thailand.
Rio.
So
I went to
hard.
3 times, but not during our winter. I think I went during our summer, which is kind of the winter in Rio, so it was a little cheaper. I went with some friends, and
Did you have fun?
we certainly did. We didn't see a whole lot of the outside. I mean, we did not behave
Okay, I get it.
properly, but it was still nice to be down there.
Proper for you. You know what you came to do.
Yes, I did. I did accomplish my goal.
Numerous times.
How many times?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Well, Thailand was amazing as well. I loved but it was too hot for me.
Thailand was too hot.
But very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Now, this me in Iceland.
This
Mad
is my
as
husband
can
very
be.
upset.
All right, tell me about Iceland. I hear
Love
great things
First
about
of all, the
Iceland.
water was
I want to
cold.
go. I
That
want
was
to
the
go back.
coldest. Look at my son's head just down and with a New York hat crying.
Well, you're,
He was not crying.
but you're on a speedboat, and he doesn't have the proper winter...
We're whale watching. in
whale
Iceland.
watching.
Did you see any?
Lots.
Yes.
Minke whales and all type of stuff.
Oh, honey.
I remember stuff.
Did you get to pet the whales?
Pet the Minke whales, and we ride tuk-tuks in Thailand. You know what a tuk-tuk is?
I do not.
What's a tuk-tuk?
It's like a cab, but the guy's like pedaling a bike.
Oh, well, it's like the guys
Like a
we got in
rickshaw?
New York.
Oh, no. It's
Google
Yeah.
it.
We got that in New York
TUK.
now.
I know the
Yeah,
thing we
me
need up
too.
there is not up there. We need tuk-tuk, and it's not and nowhere to be
Tuk-tuk.
found.
Yeah. What about
Tuk-tuk Thailand. Go ahead.
what Iceland? Tell me more about Iceland. I hear amazing things about this place.
If you want to go there, I would go. I pray my husband would want to go back. Number one,
There goes the tuk-tuk.
that's the tuk-tuk. Hi, tuk-tuk. There it is. But anyway, I would love for us to go back there.
I had a good time.
Number
Why we
one,
gotta
the
go
Blue
back?
Lagoon.
I hear about
Now-
the Blue
now,
Lagoon.
This
That was
Blue
nice.
Lagoon, let me tell you, this thing is hot, but it's
Not heated.
not man-made. It's from the ground. This thing is being heated from.
Life
Not-
just heats it.
Just life
So it's
heats
freezing
it.
outside and
it's
hot in the
beautiful,
tub. It's like a beach.
Yeah, and
How hot is
beautiful
it?
water.
Very hot.
Hotter than your bath?
Most beautiful
Yeah.
colors ever. Bring it up. There's got.
He'll go with the blue.
That's a fun life. They just fly you guys around to shoot this. That's a pretty good thing. They're just sending you on vacation everywhere. Going, we're going to film
We
it.
went for 6 months and filmed my
It's
vacation.
not as easy as it sounds.
Do you
but-
have days off in between to explore?
Not really.
No.
Maybe
Do
a
what you
little
want?
bit. Maybe like one day.
Time is money.
Yeah, we were out.
That's
We
how
went
they-
around the
Do you
world.
get a massage in Thailand or anything?
Yes, on camera.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
What are you
that's the
getting at?
worst.
Not
Esther
doing
Ku?
it. It's not on camera.
On camera, it's
It's
no
not
good.
as relaxing.
No, it's
Right?
not at all. But
Yeah.
but they did let us stay, and they left with the cameras. Like finish it off. We'll see you
Oh,
outside.
nice.
They
Don't
waited.
say they let you.
And
was
don't say
like-
finish it off. You're a rev.
Yeah,
Finish it off.
Don't say
with
finish it
massage.
off.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's probably. Well, our ideas of
Look at
finishing it
this
off.
water.
Look at the
And this blue water.
whatever. Look at the water, man.
That's amazing. That's an amazing
But
color
that's
blue.
the real blue. Like
And they took that stuff on her face is from like right off the side
the
of
side of the.
It's
It's a
nothing
mask.
there.
It's just mud.
Yeah, but it's white
It's
mud.
a white mud that
And it
is
makes your
supposed
Isn't it
to.
volcanic ash or something? I
Whatever it is,
heard,
it
or
makes you,
something. I
makes
don't
your
know.
skin better. And then when
No,
you go
not
inside, they
that.
sell it.
Really?
We've gathered it from the side, and we sell it to you.
Don't say we. You're not down with that.
What do you got? We. Everything's me. I'm talking about myself.
Oh.
Self-centered.
Are you self-centered?
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying when I speak in terms of...
Is he? Yeah, she.
Can we sample and sell that laugh?
Yeah.
I sell it as a ringtone on iTunes.
Really?
It's called Cool Laugh for $1.29.
That is loud.
Do your kids?
I so believed her. Is that real?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's real.
Probably.
I was beaten as a child.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's got problems.
I have a lot of
She's
things
got
to get out of me.
She's good. She's a
Yeah.
she's a good egg.
She can be that Rob Dear that girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
she laughs kind of. What's her name?
I know who's the
Chanel
blonde.
Westcoast.
Yeah.
The blonde girl.
Yeah.
They're saying we have to wrap, but one other
I'll
question.
rap.
Justine has to rap her
I wanna
16,
hear
her
Justine.
16 bars. Give us 4 bars.
No.
Well, tell him you
no,
can.
no,
You see
she's
the
not-
J.E.'s. Come
No,
on,
don't
give
do
it up.
No,
Give me
no,
some beat.
Put on
Yeah,
a-
how come
put
you
on a
don't
beat,
give her
Opie.
the credit for her
No,
music?
no.
Come on, Joe. You
I'm
see
not
the
doing-
J.E.'s. Folks, you
We'll
see
snap.
the jumping in my body. Make me do the freak
Can
of
we
let's
go?
scream and have a party. The
Travel
E is
Channel
for the
is
extraordinary
on.
sound. Go ahead. Been on the
Wednesday,
mic,
10
while the record
p.m.
go
Lay
loud.
it down,
The double
Justine.
was
And 10:30.
After Empire.
Wednesday.
We're doing
on
2
Travel
episodes.
Channel. Rev runs
Jamaica.
around the world.
Wait, Joey. Jamaica and Mexico City. So we're doing 2 episodes, 10 and
Yes.
10:30 on Wednesday. After Empire,
She
switch
is
on
not
over.
rapping. Don't worry. Just come. We're just having fun.
But this is why you have
Let
to
the
watch the
record go
show.
around. The double wasn't there.
Very good. It reminds me of the old Run-D.M.C. Do you not like hearing that?
Y'all deal with this all
Don't
day?
like that. Don't
Today.
like that.
Today. She's visiting us
Point
today.
that because she deal with this
Really
all-
Oh, she's not part of the show?
She's visiting.
She's on for today.
She's visiting.
She's awesome.
We love Esther Ku.
All
But
right.
this is why you got to watch the show because Run's House was the same thing. The chemistry
Yeah.
between these two is it's a
Doesn't
lot of
stop.
fun to watch. It really is.
Thank
really,
you.
really quick. Your kids, do they understand the full impact of Run-D.M.C. or
They've
they
been
don't?
to quite a few shows.
But I mean, when you guys are Run-D.M.C., there was almost nothing bigger. Do they understand the full
They get
Yeah,
told
they
effect of
do.
that?
constantly.
Yeah, but they do.
But do they
know.
care?
They
or
get-
they just look at you as
daddy. Yeah, them
Yeah.
dad.
no, they love you as a father, but do they actually care about that?
No, they love that,
Right.
but we're not cool now.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
guess.
no,
I guess
we're not
that
cool.
it was the
I told
roundabout
him
way
I'm
of
not
asking
cool.
that.
I'm cool's inspiration.
Can you imagine you're Run's kid and you're looking at him like he's not cool? Are you crazy?
I know,
That's
man.
nuts.
Especially me. I am so cool. I tell them all the time. And I send them like emojis. I send my kids emojis and I'm like, don't you have the coolest mom? And they're like, yeah.
Do you guys fight on the Travel Channel like this?
Yes, that's why you got to watch.
This is crazy.
Oh,
Run's
it's
house-
so cute.
Run's House was great.
We're not.
I was kind of bummed when it went off the air, but now I got a new show.
Travel Channel.
Rev
Yes.
Runs Around the World premieres
Oh.
this Wednesday at 10 on the Travel Channel with 2 episodes.
Yes, and we also have a.
So when's your
show
album coming out, Justine?
Go. Stay with the travel show for now.
You-
Jesus.
I think we're done too.
Yes.
You're good?
I'll be in San Francisco this weekend at the at Cobb's Comedy Club.
All right, and Esther Ku.
Listen to my podcast, Ku and the Gang, on iTunes and
Yes.
Stitcher. Every conversation starts with poo and ends in orgasms.
Oh, I might have to do your show, Esther Ku.
Yes.
We're going to do that soon. And tonight it's Stand Up New York, right?
Yes.
All right. Come back tomorrow. We barely talked to you.
Okay.
When are you flying out?
Tuesday.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe I could come back tomorrow.
I swear to you, I don't know why, but I love you. I love Esther Ku, and I can't figure out why.
Because
Come back tomorrow
because
for a
I
while.
pissed off the Reverend.
Well, you were asking about a jet to his ball bag. We were just saying hi.
But he didn't get. I thought he would annoy him, but he was fine.
Nah,
with it.
he was fine.
He didn't care.
We don't care either.
Living that life, he was like,
You think he'll have me on his Travel Channel show?
It's
why
already
not?
filmed.
You're very entertaining. I would if I had a travel channel. She'd be the first call I'd make. It'd be to eat of the K.
Eat of the K.
Did you see his face when she laughed?
Yeah.
He was complete. He had no idea what was going
What
on.
was his line? You deal with this every day?
Yeah, you deal with this every day.
or something?
All day.
Oh, you do this all day?
All right, we good?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we have everything we need.
We nailed it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nailed it, but I mean we
nailed
survived.
it. We more than
We
survived.
survived today, and we'll be back to fight tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow.